From Mike Miley Stadium in Metairie, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you high school baseball playoff action. Tonight it's Game 2 of the best-of-3 Division I quarterfinal series between the John Curtis Christian Patriots and the Archbishop Rummel Raiders. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, along with Danny Ream. It's great to have Danny back with us to bring you this outstanding quarterfinal matchup between two 9-5A rivals. Archbishop Rummel took Game 1 in a thriller, 3-2 last night. So Rummel trying to advance here tonight. John Curtis has other ideas in what should be another really good matchup. When you think about Division I, we have an opportunity to take a look at the brackets, and here they are. As we speak, Catholic has advanced. The number 1 seed swept Archbishop Shaw. They're going to Hammond in the semifinals to play the winner of Jesuit and Bird. Jesuit the 5, Bird the 4 seed. They open their series tonight just underway. On the other side of the bracket, it's Archbishop Rummel up a game on John Curtis, the 3rd seed. Rummel, the 6th seed. The winner of this series plays the winner of number 10, St. Aug, and number 2, Brother Martin. That series tied at 1. They'll decide that one tomorrow. Danny, great matchup here. Two programs that are historically great. John Curtis, 9 state championships, 5 state runner-ups. Rummel, 5 state titles, 6 state runner-ups. These are programs that are accustomed to being deep in the playoffs.
They are. It's two of the best programs in the area, and this is what it's all about. You can see the fans filing in. It's going to be a heck of an atmosphere here at Mike Miley Stadium tonight. But, you know, since Curtis came into the Catholic League, they've been at the top of the league year in and year out. Jeff's done a great job with that program. You know, Frank Cazzo coming back to Rummel doesn't get a whole lot more exciting than that to see Kaz back over there coaching the Raiders. So this is just, you know, everything you could want in a playoff matchup here in the New Orleans metro area.
John Curtis, in fact, has won or shared 5 of the last 6 Catholic League titles in baseball. They have been that program, and they didn't, of course, have a championship in 2020 because that was erased, but they won back-to-back state titles in 2017 and 2018. Regular season this year, John Curtis swept Rummel 6-5 in extra innings and then 6-2. And Rummel, of course, winning here last night by the score of 3-2. Starting lineup for John Curtis Christian under the direction of Jeff Curtis with a record of 19-11, leading off in center field, Michael O'Brien. It's Buddy Michaud at shortstop. Logan ONeil pitches. The cleanup hitter and first baseman, Mason Despo. Josh Ames is the catcher. Austin Ackelbat, 6th at third base. Cyrus McClinton, the DH, hitting 7th. Reed Duthu at second base, batting 8th. Hagan Bruno in left field will hit 9th, and Sean Harvard is in right field, not batting. It's O'Brien, Michaud, and ONeil. Despo, Ames, and Ackel. McClinton, Duthu, and Bruno, with Harvard playing right. For Rummel, under the direction of Frank Cazzo, 22-14-1. Leading off in center field, Evan Berg. Mikey Ryan is at shortstop. It's Red Centani at first base. Josh Sterling cleans up and catches. Brock Bullinger is the DH. Anthony Mooney in left field. Gavin Nix at second base. Casey Avrod is at third base. Ruben Ramirez in right field. For the Raiders, it will be Berg, Ryan, Centani, Sterling, Bullinger, and Mooney. Nix, Avrod, and Ramirez. Well, now we have our prayer followed by the national anthem.
Prayed last night, Lord, you keep the boys safe, and no one was injured. Lord, we thank you. We look to you and again ask you to watch over the players as they compete, the referees and umps as they apply the rules to the game. Thank you for all your kindness and mercy. Help us, Lord, as always, to seek to honor you in all that we think and say and do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Danny Ream. game. Good crowd forming, as you might imagine. The weather conditions, it's warm, but it's nice. As we speak, the skies are sunny. The temperature is 89 degrees. The relative humidity, 53%. The wind is out of the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour, which means it's blowing across and out toward left field. So balls are going to get helped into left and center here tonight. This is not a big ballpark at all. Had one home run here last night. It could figure more prominently in this game, but then again, maybe not, because you got two brilliant pitchers going in this game tonight. Raiders take the field. Mooney in left, Berg in center, Ramirez in right. It's Avrard third, Ryan short, Nix at second, Centeni first. Sterling catching on the mound for the Raiders is the brilliant sophomore and all-district performer, Giancarlo Sebia. Sebia is the Raiders' ace. On the year, Giancarlo has made 9 appearances, all starts, 5-2 with a 1.99 earned run average. 49 in the third innings pitched. He's only given 38 hits, 19 runs, 14 earned. He's walked only 11 and struck out 63. Those numbers are eye-popping right there.
Yeah, that's what really jumps out at you, and it shows you the type of power stuff that Giancarlo has. A plus fastball, tight spin on his breaking pitches. You know, this is not a guy that needs to play around with a whole lot of high school hitters. You expect him to work fast. He'll have a good pace on the mound. He'll keep his defense in the game, but he is a guy that's got the stuff to go right at you.
Patriots will have O'Brien, Michaud, and Neal coming up to face him here in the first inning, and Raiders are wearing their scarlet red tops here this evening with the Columbia blue numerals and print. Columbia blue caps with the red bills. Familiar R on those. Red stockings, if you see any of those. Some do, some don't. John Curtis in their road grays tonight with the blue print trimmed in red. Patriots will have the blue caps tonight and the blue stockings as we get set to get this one started here from Mike Miley Stadium. It's a Lafayette umpiring crew that we have here, assigned by the LHSAA. Set to go, and leading it off will be the outstanding center fielder Michael O'Brien. The Tulane commit is hitting .385 with a home run, 12 driven in. He goes and pats Josh Sterling on the back. Respect there. O'Brien 2 for 3 with a triple here last night, and he's been good against Rummel all year long. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. First pitch of the game from Sebia, sails high and away. We're underway early at 6:27. 1-0 the count to O'Brien against Rummel. He's 5 for 10 with a triple, a double, and 2 RBI this year, so he's hit the Raiders well. Swinging a open liner to left. That's sinking. That's trouble. Mooney on the run. Can't catch it. Off his glove. And O'Brien's going to reach at second base. Just about to say Mooney's about the best left fielder we've seen all year. He's made some unbelievable plays. That was not an easy chance, but that's a play that he typically makes.
A couple of things right there. You've got the setting sun that he's looking into, and that ball off the left-handed hitter's bat was really tailing hard towards the left field line. He got it off the end of the bat, so you had that spin. You had that spin, and you had the setting sun, and that was absolutely what came into play right there with Mooney not being able to pull that in.
Buddy Michaud, impossible bunch situation at 2:30. No homers, 12 driven in. 0 for 3 last night. O'Brien a lead, stepping off. Sebia. Michaud 0 for 8 with an RBI against Rummel on the year. Chance for the Patriots right away against a quality arm. Sebia stretches. Long look. And the pitch. Not bunting. He fouls it back. Breaking ball. It's 0-1.
These two arms on the mound here tonight, every run is going to matter. So that's a big one sitting out there already. It's only the top of the first, but you wouldn't expect either squad to be able to score a bunch tonight with the arms that they're going to see. So that's a big one if Curtis can get on top here early.
Patriots a very good hitting team at .311 on the year as a team. 0-1. That's way high and tight. 1 ball and 1 strike on Michaud. With O'Brien down at second. O'Brien with his 9th double of the season. Ties him for the team lead. With a lead, Sebia with a 1-1. High again, 2-1.
Aaron Sebia trying to find the zone. You know, Skip Burtman used to always talk about that inevitable 2 in the first inning. When the umpire's trying to find his zone, the pitcher's trying to find his release point and get in his flow.
2-1 pitch. That's high. So everything he's missing with is up, and it's 3-1. And he has been dominant over the past month. I mean, he has given up nothing. Did a couple of those games. He just absolutely stoned the opponent. In trouble here in the first, and 3-1 to Micho. Pitch to Buddy. That's a good breaking ball. Strike call. It's full 3-2. Can't ignore O'Brien at second. 17 stolen bases on the year for Michael. Just a terrific all-around player. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he bluffs, doesn't go, and they're going to say he didn't get out of the way. They're going to say he did not get out of the way. They're going to say he's out. Jeff Curtis is going to argue this vehemently. So, right away, a bit of controversy. You got to get the player out of there. That's a smart move. That pitch looked like it was breaking to the plate. And it's a matter of whether you decide if the hitter tried to avoid it or not. And obviously, the home plate umpire decided not was the proper call. That's a big call, and it's an out. Jeff Curtis is going to get his money's worth, and he should in this situation. Got to fight for your team. Frank Cazzo wants to talk to Aaron Sebia and settle him down.
Oh, it's a smart move, too, by Frankie to take the chance to go talk to your pitcher without getting charged for a trip right there, just to settle him down. And obviously, Aaron Sebia is still trying to find himself and find his release point here early in the first inning.
Well, again, he's telling you there was a strike, basically, so it's 1 out. The batter, Logan ONeil will bat. The pitcher at 4:06. 3 home runs, 31 RBI for the player of the year in this league. Terrific player. Ticketed for Delgado. ONeil, 1 for 3 last night. 4 for 8 with a home run, 3 RBIs against Rummel on the year. Superb player. Runner at second, 1 out. The pitch showed bunt. This pitch gets away from Sterling. That's a pass ball. That's unusual for Sterling, who's a really good catcher. And now a runner to third. So a bit of a shaky start here for Rummel.
Yeah, hit him right in the mitt and just couldn't hold on to it. Gets away. O'Brien able to move up 90 feet. And now it's situational hitting. Man on third, less than 2 outs. Got to get a job done right here if you're Logan ONeil.
Rummel's going to stay back, concede a run for an out, understandably so in the first inning. 1-0 the count. The pitch. That's way high again. He's missing up with everything he's missing with, Danny.
He is. He's got to find that release point, get down through his pitch a little bit more, start pinpointing the knees a little bit, because you don't want to live up in the zone against these guys. They'll make you pay for it.
2 balls and no strikes on a dangerous hitter in Logan ONeil. And here it is. And a swing and a pop-up foul out of play. Right side, it's 2-1. Shade him slightly to hit to the off-field, around the outfield. Ruben Ramirez in right, playing him like a left-handed hitter. 2 balls and a strike. Maybe the way they plan on pitching him. Maybe somewhat of a testament to the velocity of the pitcher. 2-1. Swing and a miss. That was a high fastball. Not going to catch up to that. He's typically mid-80s to 87 with his fastball, and he's just a sophomore. And it's 2-2.
You can bet ONeil will not see anything straight right here.
Unless he tries to come back with that high fastball. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Grounded towards short. That'll get the run home. Ryan across his body. Good play for the out, but it's 1-0 John Curtis. As the pass ball comes home to roost, as well as a play that wasn't made in left field. And the Patriots jump on top. RBI for ONeil, who did his job. RBI number 32 on the year.
Great job using the middle of the field. That's exactly what he needed to do right there. Man on third, less than 2 outs, get something to the middle of the field past the pitcher, and you're in business. And Curtis with a 1-0 lead.
You can see the smoothness of the shortstop there. He's as smooth as we've seen this year. Ryan. Here's Mason Despo, first baseman, who takes a fastball. Strike call. We wait for that call, and it finally came. 0-1. 300 with 2 homers, 24 driven in. 0 for 2 last night. 2 for 8 against Rummel this year. Despo, a Bellhaven commit. No balls and a strike. The pitch to Mason, and that is close. Just missed the outside edge. 1-1. And again, the home plate umpire not giving you that immediate call, so you have to wait to see. In particular, on a close pitch. 1-1 the count. Here it comes. Breaking ball. That is, I guess, low, and it's 2-1. We were not here last night, but we were told it was a fairly liberal strike zone. Haven't seen that yet in this game. 2 balls and a strike. Despo, good hitter, waits. Here's the 2-1. Foul back at a good rip. It's 2-2. Important for the Patriots, who need to win to get off to a good start, and they've done that here in the first inning.
Looks like Aaron Sebia is starting to settle in a little bit more. You can see his command has gotten a little bit better. He's missing down now, which he wasn't doing before.
Looper toward left. That's trouble down the line. That's going to drop for a base hit. Rounds first and checks in there. Hit it where they ain't. Drops one in the left. Despo with a 2-out single. Interestingly enough, both hits have gone to the opposite field. And here's Josh Ames, the outstanding all-district catcher. Sheds the gear. Comes to the plate. Ames has been terrific. 372, no homers, 18 RBIs. A really good defender. 0 for 2 last night, and against Rummel 0 for 6 on the year. Lead from first. Pitch on the way. I guess that's low, and it's 1-0. Just waiting for the call. Ball and no strikes. Swinging a foul. Right side out of play. It's 1-1. With these 2 pitchers on the mound, I mean, and their numbers, you're just thinking 2-1 or 1-0. Well, Curtis already has a run up, and that's big. 1-1 the count on Ames. Calls time. Despo, the runner at first. Despo with 1 stolen base, swinging a tap foul. Count goes 1-2.
Off-speed pitch there, had him out in front. Looks like Aaron Sebia, like I was mentioning, Ken, is settling in a little bit. Looks like he's got better command. Early on, he may have not have been, as loose as he really needed to be. Sometimes that'll happen to a starter in the top of the first. They just don't throw enough before they go out there.
The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. He struck him out, and the inning is over. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but a run on 2 hits for the Patriots with no errors officially and a runner left on base. So on to the bottom of the first. John Curtis up 1-0 as the Raiders come to the plate, and we'll tell you all about the Curtis defensive alignment as the Patriots take to the field. It will be Bruno in left, OBrien in center, Harvard in right with Ackle at third, Michaud at short, Dutu second, and Despo first. Ames doing the catching, and to the mound goes the player of the year in this league in Logan ONeil. ONeil is just a terrific 2-way player, and he's done it all for the Patriots this year. ONeil, 9 appearances, 4 starts. He's 3-1 with an 0.77 earned run average. He has a save out of the bullpen. 27 in the 3rd innings, only 15 hits allowed, 5 runs, only 3 earned runs. He's walked 13, struck out 35. He's hit only 1 all year long, and 2 wild pitches. So in the zone, and again, a guy that can use 3 pitches effectively. Comes across a little bit with his delivery, but he's smooth as can be. He hides the ball because he turns his body toward the plate. That really gives you an extra mile or 2 on that fastball, picking it up, especially when you start the game in a little bit of shadow across the plate as we have here this evening.
Well, another guy that you can see by the numbers has power type stuff just when you look at the strikeout to innings pitched, but then also seeing him in person here, I mean, it's free and easy. I mean, he just loose as can be on the mound. Ball jumps out of his hand. This Rummel offense is going to have their hands full tonight.
Well, Curtis beat Rummel 6-5 in extra innings. We did that game. And in that game, ONeil came out of the bullpen and got the win. He pitched 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run, walked 4, struck out 7 in that game to get the win. And it was a really good ball game. That's the game that Mikey Ryan got hurt in, and he missed 4 weeks. He's just come back for Rummel. Evan Berg, the freshman, will lead it off for the Raiders. Right-handed hitter. Boy, he's been just an outstanding player for this team. 227, no homers, 22 RBI. He's had a lot of big RBIs for this team. And as a freshman, elevated to that leadoff spot. He doesn't play like a freshman. Really good center fielder. And getting better and better at the plate as the season progressed.
It's a heck of an accomplishment to be playing this early in this league.
First pitch to Berg. Missed off the outside edge. It's 1-0.
If you're a freshman getting a lot of time in the Catholic League, you're pretty good at what you do.
He had the big 2-run single here last night, the big blow of the game. An almost 3-2 win. Takes this down, skips away. It's 2-0 against John Curtis on the year. He's 3 for 10 with 4 RBI. In the previous 3 games played between these two teams. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's another from ONeil. That's high at 3-0, so Berg will take a pitch here. Three and 0 the count, and the pitch. That is a strike call again. We have to wait for it because, I mean, he's like 2 seconds behind with his signal, and it's 3-1.
It's like that radio delay.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. That is a strike called over the outside edge. And it's full 3-2. And again, we just have to wait. I'm not going to call these pitches. 3-2 the count. Maybe he's yelling it, but we certainly can't hear that. We certainly can only see what he indicates. Payoff pitch. That is outside, and that is ball 4. Berg trots to first with speed, with nobody out. And here's Mikey Ryan.
Number 2, Mikey.
Ryan, the sophomore, at 307, 2 homers and 18 RBI. It's a familiar theme for this Rummel team. This is an incredibly young team.
It is. Coach Cazzo has to be very excited about the future that is set up for Rummel baseball.
Ryan, 1 for 4 with a double against Curtis on the year. That was when he got hurt, when he hit the double, the first inning of that first game against Curtis. The pitch, that missed away. It's 1-0. So thus far, ONeil keeping the ball away. The hitters, they're straight up for Ryan. Third baseman cheats in. Turf infield, grass outfield here at Mike Miley Stadium. Berg a lead. And the pitch. That is low, I guess, and it's 2-0. Both of these catchers are terrific throwers. Hard to run on Josh Ames, hard to run on Josh Sterling. 2-0 the count. They're the 2 all-district catchers in this league. The 2-0 pitch. Swinging a number towards second. Flip to second for 1. Back to first. Safe. I don't know why he slides at first, but it's a 4-6 putout for out number 1. That ball was a knuckleball off the bat.
Yeah, it had some strange spin on it there. Second baseman Duthu for Curtis doing a good job of making sure that he secured the ball and got a good feed to Mishu, so you at least get that lead out. That's a nightmare scenario if you don't get that lead out. That was the one that you had to make sure you got, and Curtis got it.
Are you swinging there after he walked the leadoff man and it's 2-0?
You know, it's the trust that you have in your hitter to understand the strike zone, understand the situation. Coach Cazzo obviously showing a lot of confidence in Mikey Ryan right there. Giving him the green light on 2-0 and letting him come out of shoes if he liked it.
Ryan leads Rummel with 11 steals. He'll take a lead. Red Centani, best power hitter for Rummel, maybe in the whole league. Bats the pitch. He swings and misses at that good breaking ball away. Centani, 318, 5 homers, 28 RBI. 2 for 10 with a double and a home run against Curtis this season. No balls in the strike. They certainly want to keep it away from him. Hits out of an extremely close stance. Check of the runner. Long look, longer look. 0-1. Swinging a fly ball to right. That's going to go foul. Head distance, but it's foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Ball on the outer part of the plate. Centani couldn't quite get enough of it, drilled it hard, but just where contact was made, there was no chance that ball could stay fair.
They go to the third inning in Shreveport. Bird leads Jesuit 3-0. Game 1 of that series with Ryan Porsche on the mound. No balls and 2 strikes on Centani. It's Porsche who beat Bird in the title game a year ago. Check of the runner. Ryan a pretty good lead. And the pitch. He called him out. Called him out. That pitch looked, frankly, a little bit off the plate.
Yeah.
Out number 2.
That pitch was definitely off the plate, but hey, if the umpire says it's a strike, it's a strike. And I think both of these teams saw a lot of the same thing last night. So obviously this is a crew in general that will go off that outer part of the plate. The pitchers need to note that and take advantage of it. But at the same time, hitters have to be aware. If you got 2 strikes, the guy will go off the plate with the pitcher, so you better be ready to protect the zone.
Here's Josh Sterling. 303, a homer, 18 driven in. 3 for 10 against Curtis on the season. ONeil pitches, and that is a strike call. Good pitch, 0-1. Leadoff walk, but ONeil has gotten 2 in a row. Bluffs the runner back. ONeil has slowed things down, now ready. Here it comes in the dirt, but Ryan didn't go. Ames kept it right in front of him. The count is 1-1. Ball and a strike. And he take it down, and that ball gets away. So that'll get Ryan to second base. Ames could not keep that in front of him, so a runner in scoring position on the wild pitch.
There he is.
And a 2-1 count on Sterling, who's Rummel needed a catcher. They moved this kid behind the plate. He's been a godsend. He's been terrific for them. Good hitter, really good defensively behind the plate. That's why that pass ball was so strange earlier. 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch to Sterling. That's outside and low, and it's 3-1. ONeil keeping everything away.
He's keeping everything away. There's a base open right now. You don't have to give Sterling anything great to hit. And that's why Curtis is being very careful right now, because in a game like this, every run is going to matter.
3 balls and a strike. ONeil ready. Wrong look. Longer look. 3-1 pitch. That's off the plate. You're right. He was really kind of pitching around Sterling there. Walks him. And now Bollinger will bat. Brock, the hero last night on the mound, pitched a brilliant game. We'll get a courtesy runner at first. Gage Bodie will run for Sterling. So Gage Bodie at first.
The situation right there, Ken, if you look at the stats, it's about a 60-point difference in batting average between Bollinger and Sterling. So with first base open right there, there's really no reason to give Josh Sterling much to hit. If he doesn't get himself out, which he didn't, he drew the walk. He did a good enough job of staying in the zone. Now you're facing a guy that hits about 60 points lower than Sterling does.
He's only had 33 at-bats on the year. He's been a pitcher primarily. He's played some third base. He's capable of hitting. And here's Brock, the junior. 242, no homers, 5 driven in with 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch from ONeil. That's a beauty. Strike called, 0-1. I think if you're the Raiders and you're Frank Castle, you got to start looking to go the other way.
Have to. He's going to force you to do it. If you don't drill the ball the other way, you're not going to do anything with it.
Logan is ready. Check of the runners with the 0-1 pitch. That's off the. Oh, he called out a strike. Wow. That is not a strike. And it's 0-2.
That's pretty outrageous for this level. I ain't gonna lie.
My objective friend Johnny up here saying that's what they were calling last night.
Yeah,
but that's not a strike. And
no.
You got to call the game fairly when you take the bat out of hands. And you got 2 good pitchers. And if you're Logan ONeil, you stay out there right now. 0-2 the count.
Look what the catcher is.
Here it comes. And guess what? That's about a half a foot outside, and you still had the weight. It's 1-2.
You got to hold your breath on every pitch with this guy.
Look, I have nothing but respect for umpires, and we give them credit all the time. But you got to be fair to both pitcher and hitter on both sides. 1-2 the count on Bollinger. Runners lead first and second. O'Neill pitching. That's way outside. Breaking ball. The count goes even 2-2. So you got 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 the count. Throwback gets away. A little bit shaky early on between both of these teams who are both really good defensively.
Yeah, it's been an interesting first inning. You can probably chalk a lot of it up to nerves.
Well, you had a ball in left that could have been caught by a guy that I was just about to say he's been the best left fielder we've seen all year. Then you had a pass ball and a catcher that's all district, and now you have a ball gets by the catcher in the bottom half, and it's 2-2 here with 2 on, 2 outs. And another pitch. And that's strike 3 call. That's a good pitch. And the inning is over. So O'Neill strikes out 2. Smart move to pitch around Sterling, and in the inning, no runs, no hits, 2 men left. We played 1. And the Patriots lead it by the score of 1-0. And O'Neill is just going to pepper that outside corner all night.
Why not? Look, if that guy is going to go off the plate that much with you as a pitcher, you live out there. But the hitters need to adjust. Okay, it's not going to matter at the end of the game if you say, oh, we lost, but the umpire was doing this and the umpire was doing that. No, you know what the guy's doing. You know what he's calling. You've got to make an adjustment as a hitter. You got to open the zone up a little bit. You really got to protect with 2 strikes. You just got to do it against a guy behind the plate calling the game the way he's calling it.
Good job by O'Neill to pitch around a couple of walks. And here we go to the second inning, 1-0 Patriots with the lead. Their first lead of the series, by the way. Game 2 here.
So really, if anything, here in the first inning, both teams got a lot of information. They got a lot of information that they can use the rest of the way.
Austin Ackle will lead it off. Aaron Sebia, 22 pitches in the first inning. Both pitchers threw 22 in the first, so extended a little bit. Ackle, McClinton, and Dutu for the Patriots here in the second. John Curtis, like Brother Martin, has a very deep lineup. They hit top to bottom. Best lineups in this league. Here's Ackle. 263 hitter, 3 homers, and 19 driven in. For Austin, 2 for 7 with a double, a home run. 2 RBI against Rummel. He homered here last night, a 2-run shot to 7th. Takes this one up for ball 1. Again, we've said that a lot. Up from Aaron Sebia early in this game. Sign given. Giancarlo with the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Mile high in the left. Mooney got a late break, but he sees it now. He's there and makes the catch. You might be right, Danny. Maybe fighting that sun right now, right?
Yep. That sun looks to be pretty brutal on the left fielder right now as it sets in the west.
1 gone for Cyrus McClinton, the designated hitter at 288 with a homer. 13 driven in. 3 for 10 against Rummel with a double and an RBI on the year. Solid left-handed hitter. First pitch from Aaron Sebia. That's a fastball strike. Good pitch, 0-1. That is what the outside corner is there. That's good, legit.
A good, legitimate pitcher strike. Outside corner at the knees.
Much like the last pitch O'Neill threw in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit toward first. That's foul. Just pulled foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. And Tanny was near the line, so to squeeze it between him and the line would have been tough. 0-2 the count. McClinton back toward the plate.
And McClinton's doing a good job, too, of taking his time, getting back in the box.
Look at where the center fielder plays, and Bird way over in the right center. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a foul left. So there's a mammoth gap in left center field. This is not a big ballpark. 312 down the lines, 328 to the gaps. Widens out to 372 to center. That's a poke. But you can get the ball out of this ballpark, and the wind's blowing out to left and center this evening.
No lead is safe in this park. I mean, the ball can jump out of here at any moment.
0-2, he chased a high fastball, smart pitch. And that's out number 2, strikeout number 3. Now that is a high pitch that was meant to be high with an 0-2 count. Got him to chase.
Purposely expanding the zone right there, trying to see if they could get McClinton to chase, and he did.
Reed Duthu will bat. Duthu at 288, no homers. 12 RBIs for Reed. First pitch on the way. Fouled off the end of the bat. It's 0-1. All right, Johnny's going to help me here. Reed's ticketed for that envious quarterback spot, right? Dagan Bruno is, yeah. Dagan Bruno is the quarterback to be, who's on deck. Not Reed Duthu, but Reed's at the plate, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball away. Slider, it's 1-1. Bruno is on deck. Football, baseball combination, very prevalent on the high school level. 1-1 on Duthu. Another pitch. That's way high, and it's 2-1. Looks like he's opening up a little bit, not quite getting through on some of these deliveries. Just a little small adjustment, probably. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Got on top of that one and fouls it out. What I mean by that is he's able to clear the front side in his delivery, so that plane from his arm delivery is going to be downward toward the plate as opposed to still being open when you let it go. If you're still open when you let it go, it's going to sail on you. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Aaron Sebia the sign. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled. So Duthu hanging tough.
Get out there.
Duthu will stand back in.
Tough at-bats are important in games like this. When you have starters on the mound like this, you want to get that pitch count up as quick as you possibly can.
Fouls another tough pitch back. That was a fastball up in on him, and he fought it off. So good job by Duthu. He's going to see a 7th pitch in the at-bat.
Yeah,
this could have been a really quick inning for Aaron Sebia, but Duthu is making sure that's not the case.
This is gold early in the game against a starter, to have a long at-bat like this and make him really have to work. Even if you get out, that's okay.
And a swing and another foul. Good at-bat. Just keeps fighting him off. About to see the 8th pitch in the at-bat here.
You're extending that pitch count later in the game. Might force a team to get into their bullpen when they really don't want to. That could be the difference late.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Duthu with 2 outs. Aaron Sebia brings it. And he misses down, so it's full 3-2.
So a 10-pitch at-bat right here. This
will be the 9th pitch right here.
9th pitch right here. This is an outstanding at-bat here, and something that Curtis really needed.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and we'll get into that about the pitch count coming up. Payoff pitch on the way. And ball 4. What an at-bat by Duthu. Draws a 2-out walk here. Good speed aboard, and here's Dagan Bruno, the quarterback to be. But he's a really good baseball player. Bruno at 320, no homers, 11 RBI, and he's really hit Rummel well. He's 5 for 9 against the Raiders with 3 RBI out of that 9-hole. Again, I talked about lineup depth. John Curtis has it. Duthu at first with 4 steals, draws a throw. Pretty close there. And Centeni got down, and that throw was on the mark. Just got back in. Aaron Sebia shows a pretty good move.
He's keeping an eye on him. With 2 outs, you'd like to try to pick a pitch to get in the scoring position, so they're expecting him to possibly go into motion at some point.
With 2 outs, the pitch on the way. That is a delayed strike. I mean, it looked good, but again, you got to wait. He doesn't tell you. It's 0-1. I think the fans are kind of feeling the same way. Just want an indication. No balls in a strike. Snap throw to first, close again. He's got a good quick move over there. which, again, he's got a catcher that can throw well, and he's got a quick move, so that's pretty tough to run against. And he's not slow to the plate. 3 factors in stopping the running game. How quick are you to the plate? How good is your move? And how good can you catch a throw? 0-1. Breaking ball beat up the middle is short. Ryan will step on the bag. Inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 man stranded. Curtis has left 2. Bottom of the second coming. 1-0 Patriots on top of the Raiders. And today's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. The Lamarck Pre-Owned has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We even have great deals for under $12,000. Must be a reason. Thanks to Lamarck Automotive for their support. Bottom of the second. Again, that at-bat, they got nothing in the inning, but that at-bat really will go a long way in this game. I mean, pitch count. You get 115 pitches. Aaron Sebia had a shorter second inning. So that certainly helped him.
Tremendous. Early in the game, Aaron Sebia was having a quick inning, really kind of get into a comfort zone, and then boom, you hit him with a 9-pitch at-bat right there. That was a nice performance, and then he draws the walk. Early in the game, that's a great at-bat even if you get out, but if you can do that and then actually get on base like he did, that's just a tremendous job.
So here in the bottom of the second against Logan ONeil, it's Anthony Mooney, Gavin Nix, and Casey Abrard for the Raiders. ONeil with 21 pitches in the first. 11 were strikes. Not his sharpest, but he got 2 strikeouts and 1 to get out of the inning.
Bottom of the second for the Raiders. Number 3, Anthony Mooney.
Anthony Mooney leads it off, the junior, at 2-11, no homers, 14 driven in. Raiders have 1 senior in this starting lineup.
Tremendous future in the baseball program over on Severn Avenue. They got them lined up. Ought to be a really, really strong team next year as well.
Here's Mooney, the left fielder. 0 for 3 last night, 2 for 10 with 3 RBIs against Curtis on the season. First pitch on the way to Anthony. That is a good pitch. Strike call again. We had to wait, but that was an excellent pitch. Right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Yeah, it was a good looking pitch. Shouldn't have had to think about that one too much.
0-1 misses away, skips away, and it's 1-1. On Mooney. We'll have that sunlight for another 40 minutes or so.
These right-handed hitters for Rummel are going to have to go to the right center gap. They're going to have to commit to it.
There's a little number to the pitcher. Easy play. ONeil the first for out number 1. Swinging bunt gets Mooney. Gavin Nix will bat.
Next up for the Raiders, number 6, Gavin Nix.
Nix, a freshman at 267, no homers and 4 driven in. 1 for 6 against John Curtis on the year. Catcher to the mound. Ames going out to talk with ONeil. Raiders last won a state championship back in 1997 under Frank Cazzo. He's back in his second stint at Rummel. Pitch missing down for a ball.
Pete Jesuit.
They've been to the state championship game in 2012 and 2019. In recent years, both under Nick Monica. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is a fastball, I guess, inside. It's 2-0. It's something on that fastball. Well, he's smooth. I mean, the ball gets on you fast. ONeil. There's the 2-0 pitch. Fouled late on the fastball. It's 2-1. It's a good sign for a pitcher. He knows it's coming. And still behind it. 2 balls and a strike. And Nix has quick hands. Short swing, quick hands at the plate, as we've noted. Gets out of a crouch left side. There's the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul first base side. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. One out here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 John Curtis. on top of Rummel. ONeil taking a lot of time out there. Now ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he missed inside. So it's full 3-2.
Just his natural motion allows him to paint the outer part against the righty and come in on the hands of the lefty.
Working from that first base side of the rubber. Here's the payoff pitch to Nix. Swinging a line drive, base hit, left center field. Like I said, he's got quick hands. Another one of those good-looking freshmen on this team. He's on with a one-out single here in the second.
Fastball out over the plate. Good job of taking it right back where it came from.
Now the junior third baseman, Casey Abrard. 200, a homer, and 8 RBI. 2 for 8 against John Curtis on the season. Starting quarterback on the Rummel football team. First hit for Rummel in the game. One out single, a solid hit by Nix here. In the second, Gavin will grab his lead. And the pitch, down and out with a slider, 1-0. Nix with 4 stolen bases on the season. He runs pretty well. Abrard again, much like Centenni, out of that very close stance. Long look, longer look, and the 1-0. That's down and out. It's 2-0. All right, so 2 players here, Centenni and Abrard. Very close in their stance. You don't see a lot of that anymore.
It used to be something that was taught pretty consistently, and a lot of hitting coaches have gotten away from that. You just got to be careful that when you stride, you don't close up much more than where you're at right now in the start.
Strike called here. It's 2-1.
You know, when you start with such a closed stance, if you would close off even more, you're really going to restrict your lower half and the ability to get through the ball. You'd have trouble with the inner third, so you just got to watch it. You don't get closed up too much.
ONeil will check Nix. The 2-1. That's a strike call. Good pitch, 2-2.
Now, I will say this, considering the way that this Rummel lineup is being pitched tonight, not bad to make a little adjustment like that and maybe close up a little bit more and really key in on trying to go the other way, because ONeil is living and dying on the outer part of the plate and beyond against right-handed hitters.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 on, 1 out. The pitch to Abrard. That's outside and low, and it's full 3-2. So now if you're Frank Cazzo, do you start Gavin Nix? Interesting decision to make here if you're trying to create something, but you got to count on the hitter to be able to put the ball in play. 3-2 the count. Nix grabs his lead. ONeil getting the sign from Ames. Will stretch. Nix is going, and the pitch is a fly ball hit pretty well to right field. Back goes McClinton with the play. He's got it. He drops the ball. The throw to second base. He is safe at second base. A drop fly ball. That's an error on Harvard. Or is that McClinton? That's McClinton out there. So, I mean, look, it's Harvard. And again, the inability to catch that one. I said McClinton, it's Harvard. So now 2 on and 1 out, and a break for Rummel and a chance for the Raiders. Pretty good contact, but that's got to be caught.
Yeah, it absolutely should have been caught, but I really believe that Abrard was making an adjustment there. He was really, really closed up, and I think that's something that he was looking to do, and obviously did a good job of driving the ball into the right center gap, just like we talked about, but absolutely the play should have been made.
Now you get the sophomore Ruben Ramirez, and I'm not a betting man, but I'll bet you lunch that Ruben's bunting here. Good bunter, fast runner, football wide receiver, played really well. Gavin Kennedy, another talented freshman, was starting for Rummel in right field for half the season. He got hurt. Ramirez stepped in. He's played so well, it's hard to get him out of there. He's hitting .324. No homers and RBI. 2 for 8 against Curtis on the year. It's a good visit here. Try to settle down things after that. I mean, as a pitcher, that's tough when you make a good enough pitch and you get the out and you don't get it. And now it's incumbent upon Rummel to take advantage. Rummel had a ball that they didn't handle in the outfield earlier, which led to a run.
Well, it looks like John Curtis agrees with you, Ken, because
yes.
the corner guys are about as tight as you can be.
Know him pretty well. Can't get much closer than ONeil and Despo are. Ramirez in from the right side. Runner at second, Nixie. I've run at first, one out. From the stretch, Logan ONeil. And to the plate, and he's going to swing, and he took it. Oh my goodness, that's another strike ball. That's not a strike, it's 0-1. Well, the good news is you're looking for consistency, and he's been consistent with calling that pitch. 0-1 the count. But boy, that just changes in that bat. 0-1 pitch, fouled out of play. He's not bunting. It's 0-2. I'm surprised. I think Curtis is too. Now it's 0-2. Ramirez back in. I think he's only thrown 1 or 2 pitches to the inner portion yet. One time through the lineup.
He's not looking to come on your hands. He's looking to pitch away and force you to hit it that way.
No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is outside, I'm sure. And it's 1-2.
Lean to the right. He's after the time! You're a clown. Let's go! You're a clown!
People parked outside the ballpark and watching.
It's a great atmosphere here at Mike Miley.
1-2 the count. And the next one on the way. He squares to bunt, and he bunts it foul, and he's out. Well, that is a strange sequence. I'm not sure what else to say. That's the second out. It goes as a strikeout.
Back to the top of the lineup from the Raiders, number 14, Evan Berg.
Evan Berg will bat. He is a good bunter, I'll say that, but tough to do it with 2 strikes.
I think Curtis coming in as tight as they came with their corner guys made Rummel think twice about laying a bunt down there because they were obviously ready for it. And then once he got to 2 strikes and they backed up, obviously Coach Cazzo has enough confidence in his ability when you got 1 shot to try to get it down, so they went to the bunt late. But yeah, that is a unusual sequence of events.
Evan Berg walked his first time. He's been a really good RBI producer for this team. 22 for the freshman. He waits with 2 outs and 2 on. Pitch from ONeil. That is a fast strike. You know he's going to call that if he's called the others. That was a little better than the other one. It's 0-1. And credit to ONeil, he's hitting that spot. Exactly what he should do. 0-1 the count. Logan brings another. That is down and away, and it's 1-1. But everything is away. And I mean everything. And he's executing to that portion of the plate in excellent fashion. Ball and a strike, 2 on, 2 outs for Berg. ONeil ready. Here's the 1-1. That's, oh my goodness. That is off the plate, called a strike. I mean, you can hear the reaction. It's 1-2. And if you're the hitters, you pretty much have to swing at anything away.
I mean,
anything.
If I was a Rummel hitter right now, I'd get right on top the plate. I'd look away, and if it was tight, if it was close, I'd be hacking.
1-2 the count with 2 on, 2 outs. Here it comes. That's a strike. Great pitch. Inning over. So ONeil does it again with 2 on, 2 outs. Gets a strikeout looking. He's got 4 in the game. In the inning, no runs. And a hit with an error and 2 men left. We played 2, and the Patriots still lead it 1-0 here. Well, you said it, Danny. You got to make the adjustment, boy. It's tough, though, when you've got a pitcher that can hit those spots. It's tough.
Yeah,
but this is just not good plate umpiring.
No, it's not the way that a game at this level, in a game of this magnitude, should be called. I mean, we're not talking about 3 or 4 inches off the plate. We're probably talking on some of these pitches 6 to 8 inches off the outer part of the plate. Not even close. And the problem that you're having as a hitter is it's so far off the plate in some of these circumstances that you can't get yourself to pull the trigger. But it is what it is. You know what the guy's calling, similar to last night, so you got a game of it under your belt. You just got to try to make an adjustment. You got to get up on top of the plate and just look to go the other way. And especially if you got 2 strikes, like I said earlier, if you got 2 strikes, you better open it up. You know, you got to open it up with 2 strikes no matter what, no matter who's behind the plate. I mean, that's just kind of a foregone conclusion in a 2-strike count. You got to protect the zone and be willing to open it up a little bit. But against a guy like this, with the way this home plate umpire is calling balls and strikes tonight, you really got to open it up with 2 strikes.
In Shreveport, they go to the 4th, and Bird is all over Jesuit 6-0 in game 1 of that 3-game series. Here in the 3rd, it's the top of the order. Michael O'Brien, he had that double off the left fielder's glove to start the game, and he scored the lone run of the game. First pitch, and they're not going to call that. That's off the outside edge, and not going to call that. It's 1-0. He's going to keep hearing it for sure. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Now this is different when it's a right-handed pitcher to a left-handed hitter. He's calling that pitch off the plate to right-handed hitters, so maybe a little bit different look here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up, third base side. Over near the fence, it's Avrard with a play, and he's got him. For out number 1. O'Brien pops to Avrard, and here's Buddy Michaud.
So Buddy's the one with the interesting at-bat in the top of the 1st when the umpire said he hung his arm out in the strike zone. And
Called him out.
Called him out, yeah.
You don't see that at all. I mean, I've seen putting him back at the plate, but called it a strike. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen that. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Clearly, you can make the argument he didn't get out of the way, but to call it a strike without the ball getting to the catcher, I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I have to really think about it.
I can't ever remember that. He's had an interesting game back there. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Has a base hit to left. Michaud, line drive single, got a pitch in and hammered it to left.
Hung a breaking ball and Michaud cracked it.
Well, it's interesting because Aaron Sebia is not working that outside corner to right-handed hitters like O'Neill is. He's pitching in a lot and up. Gives up the hit to Michaud, who can run. Here's Logan ONeil. Drove in a run with a ground ball to short in the 1st inning. Jeff Curtis will talk with him. That's 3 hits for the Patriots. And Michaud will run after the long visit between Coach Curtis and O'Neill. Logan heads to the plate. Check of the runner at first. Long look in the pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side. Again, pitched him in. And on the hands. No balls and a strike. Michaud will lead from first. Aaron Sebia pitches. High fastball. And it's 1-1. Division 4. Game 1, best of 3. Number 6, Sacred Heart Ville-Platte beat number 3, Ouachita Christian 8-3. They make it 8-2. 8-2 final, so Sacred Heart leads that series. 1-0. Pitch is in the dirt. What a pickup by Sterling. He had to shift his legs and made a short hop pick. 2-1 the count. Doesn't really show the great breaking ball that we have seen from Aaron Sebia this year, tonight thus far. Here's the 2-1. Fastball hammered way foul. Again, he's pitching these hitters in quite a bit with that heater, and it's 2-2. And the parking lot alert there.
Roll now, Josh.
2-2 the count.
Yeah, I don't think Giancarlo's got his best stuff tonight. I think he's kind of fighting fighting through it, trying to put a good performance together for his team, because you're in the state playoffs and it's just what you got to do.
2-2, runner bluffs, doesn't go, and a fly ball foul to right to extend the at-bat. You could say somewhat the same about O'Neill. He does have 4 strikeouts, but O'Neill has walked a couple, and he's gotten some obvious help from the home plate umpire. He's made his pitches when he's needed to. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and a swing and a ball popped up straight up in the air on the infield. Where's it at? Third baseman Avrard and the shortstop Ryan. Ryan right behind Avrard makes the catch, and all 3 of them look at each other and say, no harm, no foul. And Ryan the catch, 2 outs.
Balls in the air tonight in general have been interesting.
Mason Despo bats. He singled his first trip. A looper to left field. With 2 outs, more of a chance to see Micho run now with a 1-run lead. Check of the runner, the pitch. Swinging a pop-up left side. Long run, everybody. Can anybody get there? Mooney on the run, and he overran the ball. Runner's going around third. He's going to come to the plate. Relay from Avrard is there. 7-5-2 on the putout. And the inning is over.
I just said it. Anything in the air's been interesting.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he overran the ball in left field, so I guess you give him a hit, I suppose, since he overran it, Danny. I mean, either way. I mean, again, that's a play that has to be made. But I'm going to say because he overran the ball, I'm giving him a hit. And a 7-5-2 putout. Johnny's debating. Why not? What are you going to do?
Ken's in a good mood tonight, Johnny.
I'm in a generous move. Look, it doesn't hurt the pitcher. He didn't give up a run, right? So it's all good. So we go to the bottom of the third. 1-0. Okay, so give Mooney credit. He picked it up and threw a strike to Avrard, who threw a strike to Sterling.
Threw a bullet to the plate, but hey, with 2 outs, you send him every time on that. Correct decision by Jeff Curtis to try to get that run in there. Rummel just did a good job of recovering. Runs are not going to be easy tonight, and if you get a shot like that, you got to take it.
So a 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the third inning here. And here in the bottom of the third for Rummel, 2, 3, 4, Ryan, Centani, and Sterling. Their best guys are up against O'Neill. Logan's had to stretch it out a little bit, 42 pitches in 2 innings. So you keep that in mind. Moving forward. Strange game thus far.
It's weird. I ain't gonna lie. Between the fiasco that pretty much every ball up in the air has been, and this guy behind the dish, it's been an interesting 2.5 innings.
Game 1 of a best-of-3 5A series. 2 really good teams. Central and Dutchtown tied at 2 going to the 5th. Here is Ryan, who grounded into a fielder's choice his first time. And you know where Logan ONeil's going to be looking to work here. Pitch on the way. And there it is. Strike called, 0-1. Good pitch. That is a strike. But again, working away. Rummel has got to make that commitment like Avrard did earlier. Grounds it foul. That pitch was further in.
Yeah, that was one of the few fastballs we've seen ONeil come in with. And he gets a strike out of it.
0-2 the count. St. Louis Catholic leads De La Salle 14-8. Bottom of the 7th. So De La Salle facing elimination there. That's the number 2 seed in Division 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Mikey Ryan leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next one on the way. Laid off of a breaking ball down and away. He didn't go. And it's 1-2. Good 0-2 pitch, though.
Great 0-2 pitch. Picture perfect.
Never want to be in the zone 0-2. You want to try to get him to chase. Almost did. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big crowd watching. Next one is on the way. That's high. Oh my goodness. That one is high and away. Look at Ryan shaking his head. That's out number 1. That one's not only away, it's also high. And we're not being homers here at all for anybody.
No.
Who's telling the truth? That's just poor umpiring. I'm sorry. We give credit where credit's due all the time, because these guys work hard and do a really good job, by and large. But that is not a strike, nor should it be under any circumstances. Here's Red Centani, who struck out in the first inning.
It seems like this Lafayette crew is the gift that keeps on giving.
First one to Rhett. I'm going to wait for the call. It's down and out. It's 1-0. And he's positioned inside. The umpire is. That's down and out. It's 2-0. And look, I mean, it's hard to get a walk here tonight when you're talking about that zone. My goodness. 2-0 the count. Logan looking in for the sign. And here's the 2-0. Line drive base hit to center. Well, you don't want to fall behind Centani. He's their by far most powerful hitter. As I mentioned, might be the best power hitter in the league. He's on at first with a 1-out single. Josh Sterling will bat. Sterling walked in the first. I mentioned it's hard to walk, but they pitched around him in that at bat and it paid off. So here's Centani. Or here's Sterling, rather.
Oh, with Centani getting on right there, Sterling, you know, should get some pitches to hit in this at bat. They absolutely pitched around him in the first one.
Sterling waits. Centani a short lead. Pitch on the way. And he swings and pops it up a mile-high foul and out of play. One up there, trying to give his team the lead there. It's 0-1. Both of these teams play in this ballpark, so home run numbers always look at. Curtis has 10, Rummel has 12. Ballparks can largely dictate home runs. 0-1 the count. The pitch. And a swing to pop up a mile high again to left. This one's playable for the left fielder. Making the catch is Bruno. And I should say that the sun's kind of gone down, and left field now is not that sunny. And that's out number 2. Just got under that a little bit, Danny.
Yeah, he just missed it. Hit it a mile high. Just not quite enough to get it out of the ballpark. And you're exactly right. The left fielder there for Curtis, Bruno, looked a lot smoother than most guys have looked so far tonight. But now the sun is pretty much a non-factor at this point.
Brock Bollinger will bat. Struck out to end the first inning. Pitch on the way. That's low for ball 1. Okay, Johnny, I got the text saying that was an error. That's what I was told. So 1-0 the count. So that would be one error for each team now. 1-0 the count. And look, I can't argue with that at all. 1-0 is down and out. It's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes, favorable count for Brock Bollinger. O'Neill from the stretch. Deep breath with the 2-0. He chops it foul right at the plate. It's 2-1. And Rummel has used different people in this role this year. When Aaron Sebia pitches, Nix or Mason Scholl will play the infield. Scholl's been a DH. Nix has been a DH. They've used Shane Hurstius a lot in that role. It's Brock Bollinger tonight. 2-1 the count. Here it is. That is low and away, and it's 3-1.
You really got to hold your breath on every pitch. I mean, you have no idea what the final decision is going to be from pitch to pitch with this guy.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball weakly to third. Play will be across the diamond to first, and Ackle gets his man, and the inning is over. A soft contact. No runs in the hit, 1 runner left. Rummel stranded 5 already. we head to the fourth, and it's still 1-0 John Curtis as we march on. And, of course, we want to thank our good and great friends at Oxnard. Today's coverage on Crescent City Sports brought to you by the Oxnard Sports Medicine Institute. Get the same sports medicine care the pros receive with minimally invasive treatments and quicker recovery times. Visit oxnard.org/sportsmed to learn more or schedule an appointment near you. 1-0 as we head to the fourth inning. Ken Trahan with Danny Ream. 5 strikeouts for O'Neill now. And Aaron Sebia back to the mound for Rummel. Interesting because it's really been kind of a shaky defensive game. We've had 2 balls in left that weren't handled for Rummel, 1 in right that wasn't handled for Curtis. Then a pass ball, which led to the only run. The only run of the game was a result of a pass ball and a ball that wasn't handled in left field. And with the way this game's unfolding, as you mentioned at the time, that could be a big run.
When you look at the statistics on the 2 starters tonight, I mean, you could just see that this was going to be a tough game for the offenses on both sides. And anytime you can grab a run, you got to grab it. Curtis did a great job back in the top of the first, situational hitting, getting the ground ball to the shortstop with a man on third, less than 2 outs, and that's the difference in the game right now. The top of the first.
Josh Ames struck out swinging in the first. Bats here leading off the fourth against Aaron Sebia. Makes his 41st pitch of the game, and that's a good breaking ball for a strike. That's the best breaking ball he's thrown so far. It's 0-1. He usually has that pitch really mastered. Not so much tonight to this point. As you mentioned, not really his best stuff that we've seen him dominate with. That's popped up. That's a great pitch in on the hands. Easy chance, Centani, 1 out. And that's getting him where he lives. Now, you've seen it. He pitches in a lot because he's confident that he can get it there, and he's got the velocity to beat hitters.
He can beat guys. Look, bottom line, high school pitchers, if you've got a good fastball, get good at commanding the inner third of the plate, because so many high school hitters do just a little something incorrect that you can beat most of them on that inner third. You don't see a lot of guys go there because they just don't have enough confidence in it. But if you've got a good fastball, work on getting good at pitching on the inner third.
Austin Acklebats takes a breaking ball and a delayed call for a strike. A high strike at that, and it's 0-1. They go to the 5th inning. It's Bird 6 and Jesuit 3. The Blue Jays get back in that one, trailing 6-3 going to the 5th. 0-1 to Ackle. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball beat on the ground to third. Avrod gobbles it up, has a strong arm, and throws him out.
Is that a cannon? That is a cannon across the diamond.
2 gone here in the 4th, and Cyrus McClinton bats. He struck out swinging in the 2nd. This is as good of an infield as you're going to see at the high school level. Ryan is smooth as silk at shortstop. Avrod is good at 3rd. Nix is good at 2nd. And so is Aaron Sebia when he plays there. And Centani is good at 1st.
And they're all back next year.
Yes, sir. Here's McClinton swinging a foul back at 0-1. Cyrus struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Sterling's the only loss, and he's been really good. They've got a young freshman, Lenny Klein, they like quite a bit. 0-1 the count on McClinton. Cyrus waiting. Aaron Sebia ready. Pitch on the way. That's a dandy. Where's that? That's called a ball, and it's 1-1.
With what we've seen tonight,
I don't know, buddy.
How is that not a strike?
Well, that pitch didn't miss the outside edge. He must have been down. That's all I can imagine. I think that's high, and it's 2-1. And I'm sure that was a reaction by Aaron Sebia to the previous call. Like, really? 2-1 the count.
Yeah, both of these teams are fighting this. It's not easy on either one of them.
Sign given, Aaron Sebia with a 2-1 pitch. That's way outside. So now it's 3-1. It changes the at-bat. It puts McClinton in the driver's seat now at 3-1. Duther would be next. Aaron Sebia hasn't had a clean inning yet. Trying to do that here.
2 outs and nobody on. You don't want to walk a guy, so he needs to go right at him. Make him earn it.
And he does not. Way high, ball 4. 2-out walk. issue to McClinton, and that gets Reed Duthu to the plate, who had that great at-bat in the second, and he drew a walk after battling Aaron Sebia for all he's worth. Bendick an RBI single, Goebel a 2-run double for Jesuit to cut that deficit to 6-3, and the 5th at Bird. So here's Duthu. McClinton away from first, draws a throw. He's out at first. Clearly out there. Well, we said it earlier, he's got a good, quick move, Danny. And he got McClinton clearly there. Inning over, nothing across for the Patriots. So it's on to the bottom of the 4th, and it's 1-0. John Curtis. You can't get a very big lead against this pitcher. That's clear. You talk about good pitchers. Good pitchers can do everything well, and obviously he helps himself with holding runners.
It's a really good move. When he wants to go get a guy, that's about as good looking of a right-handed pick move as you're going to see in high school baseball. I mean, that's a really, really quick move over the first from the righty.
On to the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0, Patriots on top. Ken Trahan, Danny Ream with you. The thing about Aaron Sebia is he's been economical. He's only thrown 47 pitches. O'Neill's going into the 4th with 54. He had runners in every inning against him, but he's been able to get out of jams in every inning. Has O'Neill done a good job making pitches as a good pitcher does when he needs to. Mooney, Nixon, Abrard here in the bottom of the 4th for Archbishop Rummel. Tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. O'Neill talking it over with his corner infielders and catcher. Interestingly, we haven't seen Rummel go to the bunt at all in this game, other than the strange one with 2 strikes. It's another thing that you normally might see, in particular against this pitcher. Mooney rolled to the pitcher his first time, a swinging bunt. Really good left fielder. He's had a different game out there thus far tonight. Pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Well, Mooney ambushed the first pitch. Got one out over the plate. He's on with a leadoff single.
Well, look, you hit the nail on the head earlier when you talked about there's not going to be many walks in this game with the zone that both teams are facing. So that's one of the best things you can do is go up there ready to attack. You see something close, get a good hack at it, because as a hitter, you don't want to leave it in that guy's hands behind the plate to call you out. You know, take it into your own hands and swing the bat.
Curtis looking bunt here. Third baseman Ackles way in for Nix, who lined a base hit to left center his first time. Mooney at first. Rummel gets the leadoff man on for the first time in the game. The second time in the game, pardon me. Stretch pitch, gonna swing, and he shoots another line drive to center. That's a base hit. Runner for second, he is safe. That's a tough base running play right there. I think a good base running job by Mooney. That's a tough read.
It was a tough read. Very good base running play right there by Mooney to just be able to see it down and quickly get in the second base. Now you've got first and second, nobody out, and the Raiders have a big opportunity right here.
Well, it sets up the bunt, but you've got Abrard, who can make good contact. He's been hitting well of late, despite the average. At one point, he was at 140. He's up to 200 now. Hit that ball to right field his first time. That was dropped. Jeff Curtis wants to visit the mound. So here's the dilemma, and the decision, more than a dilemma for Frank Hazza. Do you bunt your 8-hole hitter to get to the 9-hitter? Or do you let him swing away? And if you do, you got the double play possibility, among other things.
Well, I think the first thing is that you have to have a pinch hitter ready for your 9-hole. So no matter what, you got to have a pinch hitter ready for the 9-hole hitter. I'd be surprised if he bunts Averard. If he bunts him, it's one of those things where you tell him, hey, this is just something you got to do for the team. But, you know, I'd be surprised. I think he's going to let him get in there and try to get something done by swinging the bat.
Maybe an adjustment by Rummel. Both hitters attacked the first pitch. Both pitches were over the plate, and both were hit hard. Here's Abraham. 4 hits now for the Raiders. Abraham again hit the fly ball to the right that was dropped back in the second. And the infield is looking for the bunt in at first and third. Abraham's driven in 8. Runners lead first and second with nobody out. ONeil stretches. And pitch is going to swing, and he took a strike call. Good breaking ball. Started that one in and broke it over. It's 0-1. Now that you switch off, he's taking a long look. Curtis bullpen is stirring. They're going to get somebody up. 0-1 the count. Might be Josh Lopez who's running down there. ONeil ready. And the pitch going to swing. And that's off the plate. Oh, my goodness. That is not a strike.
Wow.
That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. And
that was in the other batter's box.
Genuinely embarrassing. It's 0-2. And how in the world are you supposed to hit? That's why you swing at the first pitch, I guess. 0-2 the count.
It was in the other batter's box.
That's, oh my goodness. Whatever. 0-2 the count. Here's another on the way. Well, I'm sure that's high. I'm sure it's outside, although he probably thought it was a strike if it wasn't high. And it's 1-2. Maybe he's just having a bad night. I don't know.
I honestly don't know if I've ever seen anything like this at this level.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, perfect pitch, struck him out. Great pitch by ONeil. That's a big out. They don't bunt. Runners hold steady and 1 out for Ramirez. Well, I can understand the frustration for Abraham, but he took 2 breaking balls that split the heart of the plate, aside from the bad pitch that was called. Ramirez struck out in the second when he tried to bunt with 2 strikes. Always a threat to bunt. Way in at first and third. See if he goes after the first pitch. ONeil ready. ONeil pitching. He did, and he waved at a slider and missed it. 0-1. Didn't get the first pitch fastball that he thought he was getting. Now he's back in 0-1. The pitch, gonna bunt, took it down and out, 1-1. And yeah, bunt sacrifice, but he's trying to bunt for a hit here because he can run. One of the fastest players on the team, if not the fastest, wide receiver in football. 1-1 the count. ONeil. Ready with another. Gonna bunt, took it up and in, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Ready again is ONeil. 2-1 pitch. Ramirez squares to bunt. Took it. Oh my goodness. He called that a strike. That pitch is way outside. And it's 2-2. I mean, this is, I don't want to sound redundant and I don't want to sound ridiculous, but this is ridiculous. I mean, those pitches are not strikes anywhere. There's no way you can do anything at the plate. And you know it's into your mind ingrained there now. I got to swing at virtually anything. 2-2 the count. My goodness. The 2-2 pitch. That's outside, and he's called that a strike at least 5 or 6 times, at least.
Well, this is a big pitch here. This is one of those pitches at the end of the game.
I wouldn't be taking if I was the hitter.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. Anything close, you better be swinging.
3-2 the count with the runners first and second.
Big pitch right here.
ONeil is ready. Deep breath, long look, payoff pitch. And he called him out. You just knew that was coming. You knew that was coming. And you knew as a hitter you can't take it. 2 outs. Strikeout number 7 for ONeil. And again, let's be clear. Give credit to Logan ONeil because he's doing exactly what he should do. He's pitching right to where the umpire is calling strike. So even though they're not strikes for the most part, he's throwing the ball to where the umpire's calling strikes. So you've got to give Logan ONeil a ton of credit.
If you're the pitcher, why not? That's all I'm going to say.
Here's Evan Berg, and they might want to go back.
If you're the pitcher, why not? I mean, this is just crazy.
Swing at the breaking ball, 0-1. I was just about to say, you might want to swing at the first pitch. Virtually every time now. 0-1 the count. ONeil trying to pitch out of this gem. He's done it over and over again in this game. Down and out. 1-1. Burgess walked and he was called on strikes in the second, as many have been. 5 of the strikeouts have been called strike 3. Many have been whatever. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's high and away, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Go to the 6th. It's Bird 6 and Jesuit 3 in Shreveport, game 1. 2 balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. ONeil to Berg. Down and away. It's 3-1. Well, he was 3-2 to Ramirez and got him. It's 3-1 here. ONeil already at 70 pitches. He's had to pitch with traffic the whole game. And he's done a great job of being able to pitch around him. 3-1 the count. On Berg, who waits. And ONeil is pitching. And that's I called it a ball. That's a better pitch. Am I right or wrong? That's a better pitch than many. Many that we've seen.
Much better. Much better pitch than many. He has called a strike.
I'm going to take a sip. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Mikey Ryan. Grounded into a fielder's choice, and he struck out. ONeil's going to work from the full windup. First pitch. Swing and a miss. He waved at a slider, down and out, 0-1.
Well, ONeil's a veteran up there, and he knows they're looking to swing early because of the umpire.
Right.
So now he's pitching backwards, and he's really got their head spinning.
0-1. Got to wait for it. It's way outside and low. It's 1-1. You're right. He started hitters with that slider 3 or 4 times here now in this inning. Ball and a strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and now the 1-1 pitch. That's down and out again. It's 2-1. Third baseman Hackle will go have a word with his hurler. One pitcher talking to another there. Two balls and a strike. Ryan's driven in 18. He missed 4 weeks with an injury. He's back now, the 2-1. That's down and away. It's 3-1. So now if you're Ryan, you do want to make him zone a pitch here. Even if he calls a strike, you're 3-2. 3 balls and a strike. ONeil in a hole trying to dig out of it here with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Logan from the full windup. And the 3-1 pitch, Ryan takes it, and he's going to call out a strike. You know he is. That pitch is off the plate as well, but it's full 3-2.
We got a huge spot right here.
Yeah.
3-2, 2 outs. Runners are going to go when the pitcher commits to the plate. A single puts Rummel up. A double would clear the bases.
You can't take a, but you can't take a pitch against this guy.
No,
you can't take a pitch with this umpire. I mean, unless it's way out of the zone. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Runners will take off, 3-2. There they go. Payoff pitch, and it's ball 4. That was outside. And it's tied at 1. RBI for Ryan, and this game is tied.
Now hitting for the Raiders, number 20, Red Centennial.
And now Red Centennial will bat. I mean, I'm speechless.
This is really hilarious because obviously the Rummel fans are excited that they tied the ball game up, but all that cheering was not because they tied the ball game up.
No.
The cheering was for the home plate umpire that he didn't call that a strike.
Here's Red Centani, who's 1 for 2 with a line drive single, and he struck out with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Stretch pitch. That's outside. It's 1-0. My, oh my.
That is hilarious.
Sentiments are fully understood. 1-0. That's down and away. It's 2-0. Lost in translation is O'Neill's not been sharp. He's not been what we're accustomed to seeing. He's such a good pitcher, and that's a good move by Josh Ames to go talk to him. On the one hand, he's gotten a lot of calls for strikes. On the other hand, he's missed with quite a few pitches that were called strikes. He's scuffled, I think is the right word to use. And Ames with a long visit here. They got Josh Lopez getting ready in the bullpen.
With the way the guys calling the game behind the plate, as a pitcher, you're like, okay, so I can go off the plate and this guy's going to give it to me. And then you might get yourself into a trick bag a little bit where you keep trying to go too far out there because you think he's going to give it to you and you don't attack the zone like you normally would.
And as a swing and a foul, Centani wasn't taking. It's 2-1. And why not? He's the big hitter in the lineup. 2-1 the count.
Look away and go that way.
2 balls and a strike, bases loaded, 2 outs. Centani at the plate, another big spot in the game, and here's the 2-1 pitch. He jammed him and he fouls at first base side. Oh, he got in on him that time. We haven't seen that much. That was a good pitch. 2-2. Now you know the next one's going to be away, and Centani has to know that, right?
He's got to open that zone up. And if something's close, he better be swinging.
2-2 on Centani with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Logan ONeil from the full windup is ready and pitching. That's down and away, so now the merry-go-round will start again. Runners will take off, 3-2, 2 outs. Some atmosphere here. Here's the payoff pitch and a swing and a foul. Centani mad at himself. He thought he had a pitch there. Fouled it out of play. Yeah, he's going to right all the way, Danny, with that closed stance and with that swing. He's made that commitment clearly against this pitcher.
And that's what these Rummel hitters have to do.
Remember, he lined a base hit to center his last time, but that was on a 2-0 pitch. 3-2 here with 2 outs. And the base is loaded in a tie ball game in the 4th. Runners take off again. Payoff pitch. And he called him out. And you knew that was coming. Inning is over. You can't take in that situation. In the inning, 1 run and 2 hits and 3 men left. Rummel's going to rue this. They've stranded 8 runners in 4 innings. And after 4, we're tied 1-1. Exhale. Wow.
Yeah. And that was a big spot there because, like we talked about, in those 3-2, 2-out scenarios where runners are taking off on the pitch, you know, base hit scoring 2, an extra base hit is clearing the bases. Curtis was able to get out of it with it only being 1-1. So we've got an even ball game with 3 innings to go. I want to say a quick hello to, I got a couple of my 7U Sun Devil coaches listening in, Brad Mancuso and the Prince, Andrew Russo. Glad you guys have joined us tonight on CrescentCitySports.com.
Strange game for ONeil. He's got 4 walks and 8 strikeouts. So it's been crazy, man. Go on, Kyle. See you. Aaron Sebia back to the mound. Now he's had a long wait, Danny. That was a long, long half inning. Aaron Sebia has thrown only 47 pitches.
Hopefully he tossed a little bit. I'm sure he did.
So Aaron Sebia will go to work here in the 5th against Dutu, Bruno, and O'Brien. What a weird game this is. Division II, number 3 Vanderbilt Catholic beat number 11 St. Michael 10-0 in 5 innings. They lead the series 1-0. Great atmosphere, great crowd. A good game, but a very strange, weird game. And you hate to see the story of a game be somebody other than the players. That's the problem. I mean, it really is.
Well, I mean, think about this. I mentioned it, but we'll go back to it quickly. But think about O'Neill. So you got this guy back there giving you these crazy strike calls, and in your mind it's like, well, do I really have to attack a hitter? And that may be the reason that he has thrown so many pitches. And he, because it's just playing on everybody's mind. This strike zone's crazy for this level.
Reed Duthu walked in the second. If there's a game 3 tomorrow and there's a reasonable chance or good chance, we'll have it for you live. But we also will certainly find a better home plate umpire tomorrow, I would think, right?
I don't know.
This pitch missing down from Aaron Sebia, 1-0 to Duthu, who walked back in the second inning.
Last night I was watching the ABC 26 highlights, like I was telling you guys, and in the course of the 2 minutes of highlights, there was about 5 different hitters.
There's a line drive, base hit, center field. So Duthu's off for the second straight time, and I'll say it again. The lineup depth of Curtis is impressive. It doesn't matter if they're at the bottom or the top of the order, they can hit. Dig and Bruno will bat.
I'm watching the highlights last night, and probably about 5 kids started to go to first base thinking they walked, and they're getting pumped out.
Yeah.
So
Dagan Bruno bats, see if he's bunting or swinging. The leadoff man aboard, the go-ahead run here. Scoreboard's even, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for both teams. It's been that kind of game to this point. Aaron Sebia stretches, pitches, gonna bunt. Took it in the dirt, wild pitch. He can't find the ball. It's back at the screen. Runner's gonna stop at second on a wild pitch, and now Curtis can get that runner to third with less than 2 outs if they bunt here. It'd be a big answer for the Patriots after that inning. Of course, there's a big momentum shift, too, with Curtis getting out of that with only 1 run. Rummel had its most dangerous hitter up, and again, you can't take anything close in that situation. Just can't. 1-0 the count on Bruno. He's going to swing, and he checked his swing, and it's a strike. It's 1-1. So they switched off to the swing there. Let's see if they stick with it or go to the bunt here. A ball and a strike. Tied at 1, top of the 5th. Go ahead, run at second. Nobody out for the Patriots.
Got to get them over and get them in.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball 1-2. We will have game 3 tomorrow of Brother Martin and St. Augustine. 2:30 here at Mike Miley Stadium. Question is, will we have a game before that? Frank Cazzo talking to the home plate umpire. I'm not sure what this is about. Whatever it was, they've settled it. 1-2 the count on Bruno. Aaron Sebia noticeably slowing it down here. Will stretch. Check of Duthu. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And you knew that was going to be called a strike. Might have been a couple of inches off the plate, but you knew it was going to be called a strike. 1 out.
Next up for the pitcher is number 2, Mike OBrien.
I've seen that before. Don't get me wrong, that was a pretty good pitch, especially 1-2, but that was a competitive pitch. Yeah.
Right, that one wasn't as crazy as some of these have been.
O'Brien's doubled and scored the one Curtis run. He's also popped to third. He's hit the ball the other way twice, but the outfield still hasn't played the ball. Stretch pitch, gonna bunt. Bunts it toward third. That's a beautiful bunt. Avrard will throw it. Safe at first, base hit. Beautiful bunt by O'Brien. Just another aspect of his game.
Yep. That was perfectly placed. Perfect situation to do it. Avrard probably made that play as close as it could have been, and it really wasn't going to be close.
I thought he was going to put it in his pocket.
Well, the thing, you start to hold your breath that thing doesn't end up down in the right field corner on a play like that.
To the mound goes Frank Cazzo. 2 hits in the inning. And runners at the corners, 1 out for Buddy Mishu, who singled his last trip. He's also a fan. A lot of options here for Jeff Curtis, do you start a really good base runner who leads you in steals? Do you push bunt here and try to get the run home? I got to believe he's starting the runner here. I really do. And OBrien is that type of runner. 17 for 17 in stolen bases.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, Aaron Sebia has a good move, but it would have to be a 53 move of sorts with the runner at third. I mean, he could make a straight move to first, right?
Now hitting for the Patriots, number 5, Buddy Mishu.
Mishu at the plate.
Well, you've got one out, so the biggest thing that you want to do as quickly as possible is take the double play out of order. So if a guy can run like OBrien can, you got to believe at some point he's taken off. You do not want to give Rummel the chance to turn 2 and get out of this jam.
Aaron Sebia with a 53 move, as I suspected, nothing happened. Mishu, 12 RBI, looking for 13 to give his team the lead here. Throw to first and a runner back.
And you got to watch all these picks because, hey, if one gets away, they got a guy 90 feet away. It's one of those things you're talking to that runner at third. If they pick there, you know, you should be moving towards home plate. If that ball gets away, you pivot and score. So you got to be careful.
Runner not going, swung on and missed. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Now again, Mishu will talk with Jeff Curtis. Now a conversation. All this time Aaron Sebia waits. Perhaps a little gamesmanship here. Now ready, first and third, one out. 0-1 the count on Buddy Mishu. Long look in the pitch, runner goes, pitches not by the catcher, it's a stolen base anyway. So it's second and third with one out, a chance for a couple of runs here for the Patriots with a base hit. Frank Cazzo's asking if the hitter went around. They're saying no, it's 1-1. So a stolen base for OBrien. He's 18 for 18 on the year. Now Rummel, how do you play it? It looks like they're staying back at second and short. Now they're coming in. I was going to say, got to believe in the fifth you come in here, right? 1-1 the count. They're in at all four spots. Hitting room for Mishu. Second and third, one out. 1-1 the count on Buddy. The pitch and a breaking ball, and he went around, and it's 1-2. Aaron Sebia is certainly looking for a strikeout here.
Well, Rummel, yeah, absolutely. Rummel needs Aaron Sebia to take Mishu himself. And
1-2 the count.
You know, strikeout, pop up on the infield. That's what they need right now, so they can get the 2 outs and back up and be one play away from getting out of this jam.
Mishu waits, Aaron Sebia pitches, and he just tapped a breaking ball foul. That's a good security hack there to get a piece of it and stay alive.
That's it. When you got 2 strikes on you, it becomes a pitch-by-pitch fight. You just fight one pitch at a time. It's a good job there by Mishu getting a piece of it, as you mentioned.
Stretch and the 1-2, high, 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 on and 1 out. Patriots threaten to take the lead back. And the pitch is high again, so it's full 3-2. And the very dangerous Logan ONeil on deck. So this is a huge pitch and a big at-bat in the game, and a big spot for both hitter and pitcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Aaron Sebia stretches and the payoff pitch. And a swing and a pop-up short left field. Mooney got a late jump on it, still coming, and he dropped the ball. And a runner to third, and he is safe at third. And it's a 2-1 ball game. And the misplays in left field have killed Rummel.
That was exactly what you needed. It was a play where Jeff couldn't have tagged. You couldn't have tagged on that.
No, it's too shallow.
You were going to just probably fake tag it and stay right where you were at third because it was going to be caught so shallow, and Rummel doesn't get the catch at all. Big play right there.
I'm going to say it again. I've seen this team play all year. He's the best left fielder I've seen, and tonight it's been a nightmare. I mean, a nightmare. Here is O'Neill, and a chance for Curtis to really open up a lead for the first time. They've got their best guy at the plate with first and third, one out. O'Neill is grounded out, popped out, but he drove in a run with that ground out in the first. Aaron Sebia deserves a better fate, but he doesn't have it.
Yeah, that was, in that situation, like we said, you're looking for a strikeout or a pop-up on the infield or that, where an outfielder is just sprinting towards the catch.
Popped up foul first base side over near the stand, Centani, and no play, foul ball. Right up against the fence. It's 0-1 on O'Neill. 2-1 Patriots, and they try to add to it here. A win for John Curtis forces game 3 tomorrow.
But that was, that's unfortunate for Coach Cazzo and the Raiders right there, because that was a scenario that would have got you to 2 outs. It's a big miscue.
Just didn't read it well from the start and had to run really hard to come. Still got the glove on it, but couldn't corral it. 0-1 on O'Neill. Runners lead from the corners. Pitch is on the way. Fastball, and that's off the plate. That's correctly called the ball, although it's been called a strike before, and it's 1-1. Logan back in. Aaron Sebia with a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch beat foul on the ground. It's holding at 1-2. So holding at 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Neill. One and 2 the count. And the pitch. And a swing and a fly ball to right will definitely get a run home. Right fielder Ramirez for the catch. Runner tags from third. He will score. And John Curtis has a 3-1 lead. Logan ONeil gets his second RBI. Such a good player. And by the way, helps himself, right? Great job by O'Neill.
He's done a great job of situational hitting. That's twice now that he's come up with a man on third and less than 2 outs and got the job done. And in a game like this, that is huge. Absolutely huge when you're scoring those guys from third base with less than 2 outs.
So it's 3-1 Curtis. And here's Despo, who singled and reached on an error. Stretch and the pitch. That's called a ball, and it's 1-0. So O'Neill doing his job beautifully there. Just situational hitting. He did it in the first inning with a ground ball that's short. He does it here with a sac fly. That's great situational hitting. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a foul back. It's 1-1. Ball and a strike. 3-1 John Curtis with 2 outs here. And a 1-1 count on Despo. With 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike. And another. Fly ball center field hit well. Center fielder back back, has a play, makes the catch. Bird, Despo, a long fly ball, inning over. But 2 unearned runs for Curtis. They do it on 2 hits with a big error, and they strand a runner. Curtis has left 3. Let's take a stretch from Mike Miley where John Curtis leads Rummel by the score of 3-1. And we thank our good and great friends at Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Pre-Owned has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes, all models, and we even have great deals for under $12,000. Must be a reason. Lamarck Automotive. All the unearned runs, the difference in the game, and it's 3-1 Curtis as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here in the bottom of the 5th, it will be Sterling, Bowinger, Mooney.
So Rummel's got to try to answer right back here. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You give up 2 in the top half of the inning. Need to try to answer right back. Get yourself right back into this thing. Great job by Logan ONeil, though, at the plate. Can't say enough about perfect situational hitting in 2 of his at-bats tonight. 2 RBIs, coming up with a man on third, understanding the situation, using the middle of the field. First inning, he gets a ground ball past the pitcher's mound to score the guy, and then right there he gets the sac fly to score him. And just it's big performances in a game like this when you know you're hanging on every single run that scores in a pitcher's type duel. You know, and you get those situational at-bats like ONeil has given Curtis tonight. It goes a long way in putting your team in a position to win. Big team at-bats.
And the Patriots go to the bullpen. They bring in the right-hander Josh Lopez in relief of ONeil, who could get a win now. He went 4 innings. It was a battle for ONeil throughout, but he turns out to have a very successful outing, just 1 run in 4 innings. And gives this chance a great chance. He walked 4, he struck out 8. Could win, cannot lose. Josh Lopez takes over for the Patriots here. Josh Lopez, 14 appearances, 11 out of the bullpen. He's 3-1 with a 2.42 earned run average, and he has a team high 3 saves. 26 innings, 22 hits allowed, 16 runs and 9 earned. He's walked 11 and struck out 24. He's hit 4 and he has 4 wild pitches. He's been good. Lopez works to Josh Sterling here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sterling has walked and flied to left. First pitch on the way. That's a strike called. It's 0-1 to Sterling. Good breaking ball from Lopez. That's a strike called, and it's 0-2. Couple of hooks beautifully done by Lopez, and he's quickly ahead 0-2 on Sterling. What you want to see from a guy coming in, throw strikes. This is down and out. It's 1-2. But again, just keep working away. That's the success they've had, and that's the calls they've gotten, and that's the absolute positive adjustment and the way to go about it. Final in Shreveport, Bird beat Jesuit 6-3 in game 1 of that best of 3 series. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's down and out. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. It's 3-2. So he stayed with the hook to Sterling the entire at bat, working him with continuous breaking balls. Here, does he go breaking ball 3-2? So 5 in a row.
I'd be surprised, but we'll see. You never know.
Lopez the side, payoff pitch to Sterling. Line drive, base hit to center. He threw a fastball. And he was on it.
Split the plate. Had to throw a strike. Split the plate with the fastball, and Sterling drills it right back up the middle. And just like we talked about, Rummel has to be ready to respond. You're in the bottom of the 5th now. You don't have a ton of time left. You just gave up 2 in the top half of the 5th. You have to respond right here.
Gage Bodie will run it first for Sterling. Now Brock Bowinger, who struck out, grounded out. Raiders have the leadoff man on for the 3rd time in the game. Rummel has left 8 on base. They've really had chance after chance. They just haven't pushed runs across. Curtis has only left 3 on base. They've taken advantage of their opportunities against Aaron Sebia. And, of course, the 2 unearned runs, the difference. Really could be 3 unearned runs when you think about it. Check of the runner. Pitch on the way. That's a breaking ball down. Good pitch. Again, that looks a lot better than a lot of the ones we've seen, but might have been down. It's 1-0. I mean, that's a good pitch. Wasn't outside enough, probably. One and 0 to Bullinger. Bodie a lead. Pitch on the way. Swinging a foul back. He got a pitch to hit there. Fastball right down the middle and fouled it back. It's 1-1.
He took a hack at it. He was trying to do damage.
Well, Aaron Sebia has hit in the lineup all season long, but he's not tonight. Bullinger getting the nod as the DH. 1-1 the count. A lead by Bodie. Pitch on the way. That's way outside and low. And it's 2-1. Ames makes it look easy picking that one. Lopez in relief of O'Neill. Went 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 4, struck out 8. And has his team ahead 3-1 over the Raiders here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. And a check swing foul. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Bullinger. Sterling, or rather Bodie leads from first. 2-2 pitch, down and out. Nice stop by Ames again. So second straight hitter, Lopez is 3-2 to the hitter. I don't think you start the runner here down by 2 in the 5th.
No.
Especially with Ames, who throws very well.
No, you're trying to build an inning right here if you're Rummel. This is a big pitch right here. If it goes Curtis's way, it's huge for them. If it goes Rummel's way, it's huge for them. See what happens.
Bodie a lead, 3-2 the count on Bullinger. Lopez ready. Payoff pitch. Down and out, he walked him. 2 on, nobody out again for Rummel, much like last inning. And now Anthony Mooney. Again, bless his heart, this young man is a really, really good outfielder. He's just had a very tough game. But he does have a line drive single in this game. Now we're going to get a runner at first base.
Pinch run for Bullinger.
David Alley pinch runs for Bullinger. So David Allen runs for Bullinger.
David Allen.
Because that's the tying run.
So the big pitch went Rummel's way. Let's see if they can do something with it. First and second, nobody out. They've been here before.
Again, Mooney's lined a base hit, scored a run. The only run of the game for Rummel. That was last inning. It's also grounded out, but the question is again, are you bunting here if you're Frank Cazzo? And I gotta believe he is in this situation.
I'd bunt here.
First and second, nobody out. Mooney standing in the box. The home plate umpire wasn't anywhere near the plate. Now he is, as he was recording the change with the pinch runner. Showing bunt right away is Mooney. Second baseman crashes, pitches down a ball. It's an interesting dynamic for Curtis. They crash the second baseman, leave the first baseman back. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, you got to move runners here. It's a 3-1 game in the bottom of the 5th of a 7-inning ball game. You really don't know how many more chances you're going to get. You got to try to put 2 guys in scoring position where with 1 swing in the bat you can tie this puppy up.
1-0 the count on Anthony Mooney. Shows bunt early again. Second baseman crashes again. Pitches down and out. It's 2-0. Duthru's coming a long way from second base. Now the visit to the mound by each infielder about what to do, but also to try to settle Lopez down. He's had full counts to 2 straight hitters. Gave up a solid single and a walk. And it's 2-0.
We talked about it early in the game, first or second inning, whenever it was, when we were talking about getting starters' pitch counts up as quick as possible and forcing teams into the bullpen. And here we are in the bottom of the fifth. A noticeable difference between the first guy that was on the mound and this guy.
He does bunt this from third base side. Good play by the second baseman. Throw him out. That's why they crash. That's a great play by Duthu. I mean, that's a long way to run, and the bunt's away from him, and he makes a really fine play. Bare hand and a strong throw.
He just showed you the athlete that he is. That was a heck of a play with a bunt coverage where the second baseman was coming in, and really good throw. You got to hold your breath on bunts. I mean, you see so many of them end up down that right field line at this level. So good job by John Curtis of getting that out, and this is what Rummel wanted. A base hit can tie the game.
Now you got Gavin Nix. He singled twice. Breaking ball missed inside, 1-0. Nix has hit the ball well. Two solid singles for Rummel, the freshman. In a big spot here. Tying runners in scoring position with one out. In the bottom of the fifth inning. Lopez stretches. Lopez pitches. Swinging a foul. On a pitch off the end of the bat, 1-1.
Lopez put that one right on the outer black. Good pitch there by Lopez.
Ball and a strike. Runners at second and third with one out. The pitch to Gavin Nix. Breaking ball hit to third.
Oh, Lord.
Runner dives back to third. Throw to second. He's out. Wow. Well, you had a lot going on there, Danny. Third baseman took a look at the runner at third, who did a really good job. Let's start with that. Bodie played that perfectly as a base runner. But then the runner at second, the other pinch runner, Alley, had gotten well off the bag. Noticing that, Eckel threw back to second. That play was bang, bang. He's safe, and the bases are loaded on what is a fielder's choice. No error on the play, and now with the bases loaded, one out for Casey Abrard. A lot going on there.
Yeah, great job by the runner at third to put the brakes on and get back, because he would have been out by 10 feet at the plate if he would have kept going. And then on the backside of it, you know, you just got to get the brakes on and do exactly what he did. Put the brakes on, go back to the bag as hard as you possibly can, and dive.
Abrard's reached on an error and struck out, and Lopez is going to work from the full windup. So the runners will get a big jump. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground left side. The play will be to third. He's out there. Run scores, and it's 3-2. A smart play by Mishu to take the out at third. RBI for Abrard is his ninth, and it's a one-run game.
Ball took him that way. Good job by Eckel to get himself back to the bag. Be ready for the throw. And that's a big out to stop that lead runner. So now Rummel with the tying run and scoring position at second base. So it's going to take a base hit to get it done.
And it's going to be a pinch hitter here. It's going to be the veteran player, Shane Hurstius, who's going to bat. Hurstius, the junior, will come in and hit for Ramirez. Well, Hurstius was hitting cleanup for a good part of the season. He just struggled a bit, and so you know he's got the ability. He's 200, a homer, and 15 RBI. By the way, the home run came off of Kate Anderson over in Covington, who, by the way, nothing but prayers to get him back to snuff, man.
He's a good one. It's a shame when a guy's got to undergo Tommy John, but hopefully his recovery goes well, and if all goes well, he'll probably be better than he ever has been once he gets back. But prayers to him on his recovery, because he is definitely a nice pitcher for St. Paul's.
That is a strike call. We wait for the delayed call. It's 0-1. Front door breaking ball there. Hursty is behind in the count. 3-2 Curtis, bottom of the fifth. Now the 0-1. Chopper to the mound, easy chance. He'll just run to the bag, says, I got this, inning over. Well, Lopez says, I'm just going to take this. And again, the story of this game is Rummel has now left 10 men on base. 10 in the game. That's one unassisted, one run in the inning, and on one hit. Raiders strand two, as mentioned, they've left 10 after 5. Curtis on top, 3-2, and Frank Castro has to make changes now.
Yeah, you know, you get down to the nitty-gritty. late in these games, and you got to start making some managerial moves, and guys have to come off the bench and be ready to perform for you. That's why, as a player, you know, even if you're not in the starting lineup, you got to stay in the game. You got to be prepared. You never know when your name, your number is going to be called to come in and perform. And some guys now, based on changes that needed to be made offensively to try to score some runs, are getting out on the field, and you know they've got to go the rest of the way in a one-run game. So can't stress enough to young players, stay in it all the time. Keep your mind in the game, even if you're not on the field, and be ready to go when your team needs you.
Well, the Raiders will have the freshman Gavin Kennedy in right field now. So Kennedy takes over in right field for Rummel. He started there much of the year, replacing Ramirez for the Raiders. Aaron Sebia back to the mound. I got him at 68 pitches. They missed pitches on the scoreboard because we had a fan that had a little bit of a fainting incident in the stands a little while ago. But I got him at 68 going to the 6th. He trails in the game, but again, frankly, he really shouldn't have a run against him in this game. He gave up a run in the first on a ball that should have been caught in the outfield, and then a pass ball. And then he gave up the 2 runs on her in last inning when the ball was misplayed.
Yeah, it's been adventurous, to say the least, with balls up in the air tonight.
Josh Ames will lead it off. Curtis will look for insurance and answer right away. Ames is struck out, popped out. Aaron Sebia is Rummel's best pitcher, so if Curtis can win this game, momentum clearly shifts. First pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball foul to right. It's 0-1. And both of these outstanding pitchers were not as sharp as we've seen them tonight. But they both have battled and given their teams a real opportunity to win the game.
Yeah, you know, it says a lot when both starters didn't have probably their best stuff, and we're still in a 3-2 ball game. You know, you're still in a very low-scoring, tight affair.
Hitter stepped out, talks to the home plate umpire. Now Ames back in. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball dips down, 1-1. (3-2) Patriots, top of the 6th. Patriots win. We're here tomorrow for an 11 a.m. start. That has been called a strike. It's not here, and it's 2-1. You can hear the reaction, of course. 2-1 to Ames. Another pitch. And again, we waited 3 seconds for that call. Am I exaggerating or not?
No, he gives it a lot of thought.
And it's 2-2. I've had off nights, so have you, but you got to be better than this, man.
Well, I mean,
you have to be.
You've got the seasons and the careers of young men on the line. Yeah, you need to be better.
Struck him out for out number 1. 5th strikeout for Aaron Sebia. Austin Ackle fly to left and grounded to 3rd.
You know, if this was a tournament game on a weekend in March, maybe you could just laugh it off. But these two teams are playing for their existence. You know.
Here's Ackle. Excellent power hitter. 3 home runs on the year. And look out, he got hit in the helmet. No intent at all. He'll trot to first as he stares at the mound. I mean, there's no intent there. Now, Frank Cazzo's, I think, arguing about whether, again, they were trying to get out of the way or not. I'm not sure. He wants to talk to one of his partners. Come at me again?
I think Frank Cazzo is trying to say he believed it hit the bat and not the helmet. I think that's what because he was putting his right arm up in the air as if he was, you know, showing a bat.
Right.
And then the left arm towards that right arm as if a ball hitting the bat. But I don't believe so. It sounded like plastic.
Sounded like it to me. I thought it hit him in the helmet. That's going to be the call. So the runner will be at first with 1 out. It looks like Andrew Martinez is going to hit here for McClinton.
Now running at first base.
And we'll get a runner at first base as well. That is number 3, Jason Curtis, who's at first.
Running at first, number 3, Jason Curtis. Pinch hitter for the Patriots.
Andrew Martinez is going to hit here.
Number 24, Andrew Martinez.
Jason Curtis at first. Andrew Martinez bats. What haven't we seen in this game? I mean, both coaches have been unhappy at times, and understandably so. Strange plays in the field. Strange at bats. I don't know. It's one of those nights. There's no full moon, I don't think. Runner at first, one out. Ground ball, air ball. Off the third base bag. Runner around second. He's on his way to third. Mooney digs it out. It's going to be a double for Martinez off the bench. A big hit. And he went after the first pitch. Brought the hands in and pulled it. And hit the bag and goes into the corner.
Drilled it right down the line. Hit third base and still kept on going. Down into the corner. Mooney did a great job of getting to the ball extremely quickly, and he does a good job of returning the throws back onto the infield. Jeff Curtis had to stop the runner.
Here comes Frank Cazzo. And they're going to talk about what to do here with Duthu, who's walked and singled and scored with the base open. You walk him and set up the forced double play. How about Jeff Curtis? He goes to the bench for Martinez, and he goes after the first pitch and rips it.
Made him look great. You gotta love when those pinch hitters come through for you.
Big.
So Rummel's gonna bring the infield in. Obviously they want to keep this thing right where it's at 3-2. Rummel being the home team here in the second game of this 3-game series. So they know they've got that last bat. Trying to keep it right where it's at with the infield in. And this is another situational hitting spot for John Curtis. They've been great at it tonight. O'Neill's come through perfect form twice in situational spots. And here you go, second and third, less than 2 outs. The infield's in. Can they get something to the outfield? You're trying to get something to the outfield right here.
A lot of hitting holes with the infield in from the stretch. Aaron Sebia to the plate. Duthu swinging a ball hit in the air, foul out of play. It's 0-1. Duthu went up swinging. Martinez off the bench with a big double. He's at second. Runner at third is Curtis. 0-1 the count. And the pitch on the way. It's high with a fastball, and it's 1-1. Patriots trying to force that third and deciding game tomorrow morning. 1-1 the count. And the next pitch. That's a ball down, and it's 2-1. Duthu has had great at-bats. He had, the great walk in the second inning. And the 9th pitch at bat, then he singled in the 5th sharply. So he's been really good. The right guy up there, the way the thing has gone tonight. 2-1 the count. Duthu waits, here's the pitch. And he swings and pops it foul out of play. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Back in is Duthu from the right side. Ready once again, Aaron Sebia. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a line drive, base hit left field. 1 run will score, and it's 4-2 Curtis, and they have a chance to play more on it. Duthu's had great at-bats in this game.
Look, the difference in this game, outside of the issues with balls in the air for Rummel, has been John Curtis's situational hitting. Their hitters are coming through for the ball club over and over and over. That's 3 times now, big spots, and they did exactly what they had to do.
And now a chance to add on Dagan Bruno. The runners at the corners, 1 out. Bruno is grounded into fielder's choice and fanned. That's a big run down at third. 3-run lead is huge this late. It's 2 runs right now. Long look and the pitch from Giancarlo. That is a ball low. It's 1-0. Talked about that lineup depth from the start of this game, and it's really showing up here. Martinez in the 7-hole with a big double. Dude threw in the 8-hole with a big RBI single, and he's been on base all 3 times. Lineup depth, it makes a heck of a difference. One and 0 the count. Another foul back. It's 1-1. New ball for the pitcher. 4-2 Patriots here in the 6th. Stretch by Aaron Sebia, the pitch. Gonna bunt. They pushed it foul. Trying to safety squeeze here. And it's 1-2. Like that play a lot. In this situation with a 2-run lead. No way to defend it if you get the bunt down in good shape. In terms of getting that runner home from third. As I mentioned, that's a big run in the grand scheme of this one.
Oh, if you could get out to a 3-run lead.
Could be
here
enough.
In the 6th inning, yeah. That might be all she wrote.
Bruno waiting for the 1-2. Runner goes from first and a swing and a miss. Throw to third. Runner safe there, so it's still 1 base for Duthu. Gets him the second with 2 outs. Now a base hit could play 2, and they've got a really good hitter, and OBrien at the plate. So now if you're Frank Gazzo, do you think about walking him here? OBrien's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Mishu's no slouch on deck, but OBrien is clearly the better hitter. But it looks like they're going to pitch to him.
It's hitting about 155 points higher, and he's going to put him on.
And he will put him on. So look, it's the right move.
You know, you look at OBrien, and obviously it doesn't take into tonight's at bats, but coming into the game, OBrien was hitting 385, Mishu's hitting 230, so you got a base open with 2 outs.
Mishu's fan, he has singled, and then he reached on an error, which led to those 2 unearned runs in the 5th inning, which right now are the difference in the game. 4-2 Curtis, top of the 6th. Mishu with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch on the way. And a swing and a pop-up a mile high. Who wants it? The third baseman, the shortstop, Avrard, makes the catch. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits. 3 men stranded. Curtis is left 6, bottom of the 6th coming. And a 6-2 lead, or rather a 4-2 lead for the Patriots. 4-2 John Curtis going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Today's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute, treating more than 30,000 athletes a year with innovative treatments for sports injuries. Visit Ochsner.org/sportsmed to learn more. Lopez back to the mound. Top of the order coming up for Rummel. Well, the story for the Raiders tonight, they've had traffic all over the bases. They just can't come up with a big hit. They just haven't done it all night. I mean, they've stranded 10 runners on base in 5 innings.
Got to put something together, and you got to get clutch hits in games like this. They're hard to win, and you've got to get key performances in key spots. And, you know, like I said, the difference in the game right now, for the most part, is John Curtis has done a really good job of situational hitting tonight. But hey, there's plenty of baseball left. Look, Rummel's not going anywhere. They're only down by 2.
Curtis 6 outs away from extending this series. And you know, Michael O'Brien's going to get the ball in game 3 if Curtis wins this game. And Frank Cazzo would have a decision to make from Cole Bordas, Brady Ramon, Ira Austin. Of course, all hands will be on deck for the third and deciding game.
Number 14, Evan Berg.
Top of the order for Rummel. Evan Berg leads it off. He's 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Lopez pitched out of a bases loaded jam last inning. With 2 on, rather, with the runner erased at third. He pitched out of a jam with 2 on, gave up just 1 run. In relief of ONeil, who went 4 innings, allowed 1 run on 4 hits, and stands to win this game if the Patriots can hold this lead. Here's Berg. First pitch on the way. That is that outside edge or so strike called. It's 0-1. Good breaking ball from Lopez. No balls and a strike. Here's another. That's high. Another breaking ball. Lopez is throwing a lot of breaking balls, Danny.
He does. He flips a lot of breaking balls in there and, you know, forces high school hitters to do something with them.
1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Number 4, Parkview Baptist beat number 5, St. Thomas More 5-4. And they win that series 2-0. Eagles on to the semifinals in Division 2. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball hit pretty well to left field. Left fielder is back. Reaches up, and he can't get it. Over his head, Berg for second. He's there with the double. So Berg doubles to left center, just out of the reach of Bruno.
The ball was hit. It got up in the air, and you could see it was just continuing to carry. That ball was really drilled.
Well, again, that's a freshman. He's really impressive. Good player is Mikey Ryan, who's rounded into a fielder's choice, struck out and walked. That's the first extra base hit of the game for Rummel. So here we go again. Traffic on the bases for the Raiders. It's been the story tonight. They haven't been able to cash.
Look, Rummel's right, right where you want to be. You got the leadoff double. You got 2, 3, 4 coming to the plate. You got to do something. Somebody's got to step up and get a big hit for you.
Ryan takes a strike. Good pitch, 0-1.
John Curtis has done it. Can you do it?
Ryan just back on this team's lineup based on injury. They had him out for 4 weeks. The LSU commit early on, 0-1. That's outside, 1-1. I mean, obviously, when LSU goes after you that early, they see something that they really like. 1-1 the count on Ryan. Lopez ready. Lopez pitching. That's a strike. It's 1-2. And again, you have got to be swinging at that pitch. There's no way. No, that's not going to be called a strike. That was a pretty good pitch right there. 1-2 the count. Lopez ready. And he brings another. And that's going to be called out. You know that. And again, you can't take the pitch. I know it might be off the plate slightly, but you can't take that pitch in that situation. You just can't. You can't sit there and just let yourself get called out.
I really think it's a situation where some of these pitches are so far off the outer part of the plate
hitters just don't
that they've never had to pull the trigger on that at any point in time before.
That pitch is down and away to Centennial, who's singled, but he's also fanned twice, 1-0 the count. A big out to get Ryan. Curtis is counting outs right now. That's 5 more to get. And the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. It's 1-1. I'm not waiting for a call there. If that's not a strike, nothing ever will be.
I mean, that's a pitch. That's a hittable pitch that you can go the other way with. You gotta be happy.
You're up there to drive in the run. 1-1 the count. And the pitch on the way. And a swing and a foul to right, out of play, 1-2. So Lopez ahead of Centenni, 1-2. Runner leads from second. 1-2 pitch. That's high. It's 2-2. Over but high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Centenni waits. And the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a pop-up. Should be easy, right side. First baseman wants it. Got it, 2 outs. Well, again, you're right, Danny. You get the leadoff man over the double. You've got your big hitters up, and nobody moves. And now Josh Sterling. The table has been set the whole game for the Raiders, and they're just not eating. And you got to give credit to John Curtis's pitching, too, for getting these outs. Here's Sterling, who has a line drive hit, scored a run off of that hit, a courtesy runner. He's also walked. He's 1 for 2. But again, you get that runner to second with nobody out. He's still there with 2 outs. And you're going through the heart of the order. First pitch on the way. Wild pitch will get the runner to third. Berg to third with 2 outs.
Look, that's a huge run, even though you'd still be down 4-3. It's a huge run because you could possibly go into your last at bat in the bottom of the 7th, only down 1. It's a big difference, only being down 1 than being down 2. So if Rummel can just figure out a way right here to scratch this one across, it definitely would help things in the bottom of the 7th if they can keep it where it's at.
1-0 is a swing and a fly ball hit pretty well right center field. Center fielder is back. He should have room. He's there and he's got it. Long fly ball out by Sterling, who got into it, but comes up just short, about 365 feet away. No runs and a hit, 1 runner stranded, almost left 11. On to the 7th, John Curtis, 3 outs away from forcing a deciding game. Lead the Raiders 4-2. Curtis fans can exhale there. That ball was hit pretty well.
Yeah, Sterling got into that one, just hit it to the wrong part of the park. Hit it out towards the 372 sign, and like you said, hit it about 365-ish. Nice play out in center field.
Yeah, you could see O'Brien. O'Brien makes it look easy. You can see he had it measured from the start. It's not like he had to sprint back. He was getting to that ball. He felt confident that he was going to get there. And by the way, that wind we saw earlier has died down. If you look at the flag, there is no wind. Earlier it was blowing out.
DJ Johnny Curtis has this place on their feet.
You think? Rummel's going to go to the bullpen here. Cole Bordas, who would be a candidate to start the next game, is going to come in. So Bordas.
That would have to tell you that Ramon or Austin will go tomorrow.
Exactly. So Aaron Sebia goes 6 innings, allows 6 hits in the game. 4 runs, 2 were earned. He walked 3, 1 intentionally. Then he struck out 6. Stands to lose, cannot win. And now Cole Bordas takes over for Rummel. Bordas, one of the few seniors on this team. Bordas, 11 appearances, 8 starts. He's 5-3 with a 2.88 earned run average. 56 innings, 57 hits, 26 runs, 23 earned. He's walked 11, struck out 34. He's hit 7. That's a high total. He has 2 wild pitches. A solid pitcher. The numbers reflect that. Pitches to contact. Logan ONeil leads it off. Pitch from Bordas. And a swing and a drive foul to left. It's 0-1. He went up there trying to hammer that first pitch.
And he did. He just hit it into the parking lot. I hope that didn't hit a car.
Me too. Logan, I don't care if he's 0 for 2, he's got 2 RBI. Great situational hitter.
Huge at bats.
And he swings and lines one to right, a base hit. Logan ONeil rips one to the right for a leadoff single here in the 7th. You're getting an idea as to why he's a player of the year in this league. Great two-way player. Going to Delgado. Mason Despo bats. Single reached on an error fly to center. How about this score? Santa Maria 7, Barb 1 in the 4th inning.
That's a former player of mine back in our 06-07 back-to-back Dizzy Dean World Series championship teams, Brandon Bravada, our left fielder, coaching St. Amant. So it brings a smile to my face.
Despo grounds to first, step on first one, throw to second. That's a brilliant play, but he's safe. Wow. Great throw and a quick swipe tag by Ryan, but safe at second. And that's the right play by Centani because he was right at the bag. You could say, well, the force is at second, but that ball carried him right to the bag. So he made the right play.
Absolutely. Went to the bag, and then it becomes a tag play at second. And I believe Mikey Ryan thought they had it, but the Raiders don't get the call.
One out for Josh Ames. Span twice, popped the first. Big insurance run out there for the Patriots. Trying to salt one away here. The pitch to Ames. Line drive base at right field. Stopping at third. No, he's got to throw home. He's out at the plate. Runner second. That's a 9-3-2 put out. Curtis is going to argue it.
This is wild.
Now the throw beat him, no doubt. The question is, was the tag in time? Jeff Curtis very unhappy, being escorted away. So they cut down the run on a 9-3-2 putout. We're going to get a runner at second base for the Patriots. That's Dylan Gilbert.
Dylan Gilbert.
So Gilbert will run at second for Ames. Austin Ackle will bat. He's been hit by a pitch, scored, and they scored a run on that. He's also flied out, grounded out. 7th hit for John Curtis. About it, Rummel 7-6 lead at 4-2.
They're going to walk him.
They're going to put Ackle on. They're going to pitch to Martinez, who ripped the double his last time. And he ripped that double on the first pitch he saw. Martinez at the plate. With 2 on, 2 outs. Bordes taking time, now gets the sign he wants. Long look at the pitch. That's low for ball 1. Bordes a couple of few ticks lower on his fastball compared to Aaron Sebia. 1-0 the count. Cole is ready and pitching. Tap foul, off speed pitch, 1-1. Touchdown Central are tied 2-2 in the 10th inning. Two good teams. 1-1 the count. Runners first and second with 2 outs. Bordes. Long look, pitch on the way. Oh, he swung at a slider way outside. 1-2. That was a big chase, and if you're Frank Cazzo, you saw that. You'll probably call the same pitch.
No reason to throw anything hittable.
One and two the count with 2 on, 2 outs to pitch. And that's got to be a strike, and it is. Strike 3 call. And the inning is over. Good pitch by Bordes in the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. John Curtis has now left 8 themselves. Last chance coming for Rummel. John Curtis leads it 4-2. Raiders will have 5, 6, and 7 due up here. And we'll see how Frank Castle plays it. Lutcher is shut out Highway for the second straight day. Lutcher 7-0 over Highway. The Bulldogs advance to the semifinals.
Well, Rummel did exactly what they needed to do right there, Ken. They kept the score exactly the way it was. Only down by 2. They're right in the thick of it, but they're going to have to get some clutch hits.
Josh Lopez trying to nail this one down for O'Neill. Lopez already with 3 saves. He's in great shape to get number 4 here. With a 2-run lead. Bollinger will lead it off. Mooney and Nix to follow.
Leading off, bottom of the 7th inning for the Raiders. Number 19, Brock Bollinger.
Bollinger 0 for 2 with a walk. Dunham beat Episcopal 15-6 to tie that series a game apiece. That's a 4-5 matchup. A couple of teams familiar with each other. Last chance for the Raiders. Here's Bollinger. In from the right side. First pitch, missing inside, ball 1. Brock stands back in. The winning pitcher here last night. 1-0 pitch, and he pops him up. Short right field, second baseman back, he'll make the catch. Round number 1, and the Raiders are down to their last 2 outs. Lopez gets Bollinger on a lazy pop, and the batter will be Mooney. Or it won't be Mooney, it's going to be Kennedy.
Duthu is really athletic.
Yep.
I mean, he moves around at that second base spot.
Pitching for the Raiders.
Gavin
really
Kennedy.
Gavin Kennedy.
Kennedy came in the game to play right earlier. When he bats for the first time, he started a lot of the season. Another one of the freshmen for Rummel. 213, no homers, 5 driven in. His first at-bat of the evening. We are closing in on knowing our schedule tomorrow. We might be having breakfast and dinner here. There's a drive to right by Kennedy. Right fielder on the run, gets to it for the out. Kennedy hit it hard. Good play by Harvard. And the Raiders are down to their last out. Pitch to contact. Let your defense play. Gavin Nix is the last chance for Rummel. Nix has gotten 2 hits in this game, and he's rounded into a fielder's choice.
Now hitting for the Raiders. Number 6, Gavin Nix.
Here's Nix. Pitch on the way. And a ground ball at the middle of second. Should end it. Great play. Throw him out. Inning over. Game over. The Patriots have won this game by the score of 4-2, and they celebrate as well they should with an outstanding effort here tonight as Duthu made that look easy. Went up the middle and the ball's hit pretty well. Throws out Nix to end this game 4-2. Patriots win it here tonight. Umpire has to get in there. Coaches congratulating each other. Handshake line takes place. So a 4-2 win for John Curtis here this evening. Really good play to end this game. I do. And it forces a third and deciding game tomorrow, which we'll have here on Crescent City Sports. So bottom line is you had a team that took advantage of enough opportunities and a team that did not here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line was Rummel made some defensive miscues on balls in the air. set the table for Curtis, and when the table was set, John Curtis's hitters took advantage of it and did a great job of situational hitting with runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. ONeil did it, Duther did it, and they just got the job done. Rummel, as you mentioned over and over throughout the night, had their chances and just could not string anything together. So now, this series is knotted at 1 game apiece, and everybody's got to go home and get ready for the winner-take-all out here tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and it's a quick turnaround. You're already looking at 9 o'clock by the time these teams get back to school. Kids shower, get home, get something to eat, get to bed. Look, it's going to be a quick turnaround, so it's going to be all about who handles that best, who's ready to go right from the start tomorrow. Obviously, Curtis feeling a lot of momentum right now. The momentum in this series has absolutely shifted towards John Curtis with this win.
And, of course, the Patriots have Michael O'Brien, a very good pitcher, ready to go tomorrow. The question is, who will Rummel go with? Will it be Brady Ramon? I think is a really strong candidate. Ira Austin, who's pitched really well of late for Rummel. I think you might see a combination of the two, frankly. It's all hands on deck.
Yeah, it's a single elimination game, basically. It's like being in the loser's bracket of a tournament. You use whoever you have to use in order to win that game. So anybody that can be available tomorrow will be available.
Totals of the ball game: 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 8 left for John Curtis. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 11 left for Rummel. Winning pitcher Logan ONeil, he's 4-1. Losing pitcher Giancarlo Sebia, and he is 5-3. A save to Josh Lopez, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, and that's his 4th save of the year. The game took 2 hours and 31 minutes to play, and John Curtis Christian wins it by the score of 4-2, and the Patriots tie the series at a game apiece. They improved to 20-11 with the win. Rummel drops to 22-15-1 with the loss, so it gets to game 3, as you mentioned. An early start, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Short night in the sheets, and Curtis was able to put last night to bed a tough loss, and they came back and won tonight. Rummel's got to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's not an easy turnaround at all. It's extremely quick. So, if you're Rummel, look, you got to flush this one, learn what you can learn from it, and it's over. As soon as these guys get on the bus on the way back to Severn Avenue, it's all about being the team that can come out here tomorrow and win a ball game, because that's ultimately all that matters, is who can turn around, get out here, get off to a good start, play clean baseball tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and it's going to be a fight. I mean, these are 2 good teams, 2 talented teams, a lot of athletes on this field here tonight, and it's going to be a heck of a game 3.
Again, Curtis, good situational hitting, took advantage of some opportunities. When they had the chance to put runs on the board, they did it. Rummel just couldn't do that throughout the course of this game.
Just didn't string anything together. And look, baseball's a tough game. It happens. And it's not like they were trying to get out under no circumstances. And obviously you had the curveball, if you will, of the way the home plate umpire was tonight made it even more difficult. So, you're facing really good arms, and you got this guy, going into the opposite batter's box on you with strike calls from time to time. So, not easy. But with all that being said, they just could not string anything together. Nothing came together for them offensively tonight. They'd get a little burst of something, and it looked like things were setting up for them to do something, and it would just almost immediately fizzle on them. And like I said, that's the way baseball works sometimes. So hey, you got to go home, get to bed, get up in the morning with a great attitude, ready to come out here and play as hard as you can.
So we will have a busy day here tomorrow on CrescentCitySports.com. Game 3, deciding game of this series. Number 6 seed Archbishop Rummel and number 3 seed John Curtis Christian. John Curtis reverts to the home team for game 3 tomorrow. That game will be at 11 a.m. here at Mike Miley Stadium. And then following that, we'll have the 3rd and deciding game between the number 2 seed Brother Martin and the number 10 seed St. Augustine. That game is at 2:30. So we'll be here, the 2 of us, to do that for you tomorrow. We'll bring breakfast. We'll get somebody to bring us lunch. Maybe we'll have dinner here. I don't know. But we'll be here. And we sure look forward to being able to bring it to you. I want to thank our good and great friend Ethan Porter for producing tonight. Thanks to Chase Duhon, our cameraman tonight. And, of course, we appreciate everybody that watched as well. Danny, a pleasure. Great to have you back.
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's been tough this year coaching my little 7-year-olds. We've been playing a lot of baseball, but glad we could work this out for me to get out here.
All right, as we get set to close it out, thanks for joining us this evening. Crescent City sports coverage, baseball playoff action continues tomorrow. As we'll have that doubleheader, it's Rummel and John Curtis at 11. And then after that, we'll have Brother Martin and St. Augustine at 2:30. For Danny Ream and our entire Crescent City sports production team, I'm Ken Trahan saying so long from Metairie. Once again, your final score, John Curtis Christian 4, Archbishop Rummel 2. Thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.